There we go. Hey, everybody, how y'all doing tonight? Well, I'm running late, which means I'm right on time. I trust everybody can hear me and see me. I'm assuming this is all working. We had a little storm blew through a little while ago. Had hail and everything, man. Lost power a couple of times. Of course, I had to come in here and reset everything back up because it all defaulted to something else. Glad to see everybody tonight. Marcel, I sent you a link if you're interested. Alex, how you doing tonight? Barbara? That's it so far. But that's a good start. Enjoy seeing y'all. Hope you've had a good Saturday. Like I said, the big exciting thing today was the storm. Overflowed my pond, got the backyard flooded. So we'll just get this thing rocking and rolling. I haven't talked to Charlotte in a couple of days. I trust she'll be here in a little bit. Hopefully Tom will come up. Anybody else wants to come up, just give me a holler and we'll get a link over to you some way or another. So yeah, pretty uneventful day. Kind of kicked back. I'm still, tell you what, spent the Thursday, Friday, and Saturday at the rodeo last week. And heart held up good, but boy, my joints, my hips feel like a mule's kicked me all week. I've just been kind of laying around and taking it easy. Hey, God Desire, how you doing? Yeah, you're right, Marcel. All dressed up, nobody here to see it. I try my best to hit that. I come in here usually around 10 o'clock, start setting up. But there's always something that doesn't want to work. I mean, when they say if it go wrong, it will. How's the rodeo? Did you see anybody? Marcel, I don't know that anybody did any lives from the barbecue. The signal is so poor out there. I mean, you've just got thousands and thousands of people all trying to jump on the internet at the same time. And if you can get one bar out there, you're doing really good. Of course, you got all the tents and they're all aluminum poles and all kinds of interference out there. And plus, it's just so crowded, web space. I did manage to throw a little bit of video up, just enough to show y'all how busy it was and all that. But I'm surprised it went through. But yeah, it was a lot of fun. It was, you get out there 3 nights in a row. After about the second night, you've just about seen it all and had enough. But at the same time, I'm looking forward to next year already. So, nice thing about pain, you can remember something hurt, but you can't remember how it felt. Let's see here. If he's going to be down in Houston at the rodeo, he'll be working at the Argentine Western Wear booth. He's going Monday. Not sure if I'll make the rodeo this year or not. If I can find the time, I may go over there one day next weekend. Let's see here. Excuse me. Well, Marcel, let's see. I saw, well, like I said, it was 3 nights. So, of course, Kent and his wife was there. Steve was there. Simon was there. He had one of his childhood friends there and his girlfriend. I saw Grill Sergeant. He was out there. Big Rome and his posse, they were all there. I'm sure I'm missing somebody, but You know, a lot of people I see are not YouTubers too. You see them out there every year and you talk to them. Marcel, that would be great if you want to come out and crash the party. Be there till they close. Okay, well, if I get out, you say he's going to be there Monday? He's going Monday. Is that Monday? I'm assuming Monday evening. I might try to make it out there. I just don't know. That's a from my location, it's all the way across town, almost straight down opposite side of town, and all the traffic and everything. So, you know, a lot of it depends on how busy. I'll have to watch TV, see how busy they are out there. Tell you what, Thursday night they parked me all the way out. Like, if you're familiar with Houston and that area, they parked me all the way off of right off of Main Street, which means you got. Well, I walked almost 4 miles that day. I, I normally put in, if I do 2,000 steps a day, I'm doing pretty good for me. And I did 8,600, a little over 8,600 Thursday, and most of it was just walking back and forth to the car. Oh, he's leaving San Antonio Monday. Oh, okay. So he'll be at the booth through the week then. Yeah, Lep should have been there. Had a couple people ask if he was coming. I hadn't heard from him. But yeah, he's always a party when he shows up. I'm not sure he knows he's a party, or he remembers. But yeah, it was. You know, I get off work at 3:30, so usually Steve and everybody gets out there around, usually average around 6 o'clock, 6:30, something like that. And I get off work at 3:30, so I generally head over that direction. Excuse me, right after work. And even at that, if I can get there by 4:30, 5 o'clock, and I beat some of the traffic, I'm doing pretty good. So I'll usually roam around a little bit. You know, when you buy a ticket to get into the cook off, there is a chuck wagon where you can. I mean, it's a big old tent, huge. Got a stage in it and all that kind of stuff. And they give out plates of food, and that's part of your entry. So I'll generally sit down there and have a beer or two and drink, you know, and eat a plate, and then mill around and meet up with Steve and everybody at their tent, 6:30, something like that, and then eat again around 7:30, 8 o'clock. So after 3 days, I'm kind of tired of looking at barbecue. I don't even want to smell it at that point. So how's everybody been? Anybody want to jump up? Let me just do this. I trust everybody here. I got good moderators. Let me just throw this out there. If anybody wants to come up and join a lonely old man on Saturday night, you're more than welcome. Well, I had something. I've done lost my train of thought. Barbara Jean. Okay, I think I already had that. I've got lost in the chat here. Here we go. So we also had a nice little dinner at one of the Mexican restaurants here in Houston. Met up with Steve and his girls was there. Kent, his wife, my wife joined me. We went out to Lopez on Tuesday night. Had a nice meal, nice little visit, little pre pre-cook-off get together. That's always very nice and laid back, you know. Let me see here. Yeah, I bet you are happy about spring break. Well, we're only going to see you from the neck up anyway, I think. So, what's everybody? Is anybody else going to go to the rodeo? Try to make it into the rodeo? I think it goes until the 20th. I think. Let me look at my calendar. I think. Let's see. Yeah. Windows 11. Wouldn't you know? It'd be a hard time finding the calendar. I think it's the 20th, if I remember right. So it goes like 3 weeks. And the cook-off is the week before the rodeo. So the cook-off is kind of the kickoff. So I know Charlotte always asks me, "Hey, Crazy Monkey, how you doing?" We are the true night owls. Well, there's always the rewatch. You can always do that, but oh, is that all right, Marcel? Is that just you and your daughter going? Some mother-daughter time, or the whole family going? Try making some jerky on your smoker. I think that will probably come out pretty nice. It's not that difficult. It's just an exercise in patience. So since you're trying to dry it out and dehydrate it a little bit, just make sure your fire is not too hot, or you just burn it up. Okay, husband's going to go too. Okay, so it's a whole family deal. That'll be fun. I've only been on one cruise in my life, and my ex, she'd been bugging me for years to go on a cruise, and I just, I did not want to get stuck out in the middle of the ocean someplace on a boat, with a bunch of screaming kids running around, and no way for me to get off. Oh, excuse me. And she finally just booked the tickets, and we went. And I was hollering and screaming all the way. And it was a 5-day deal. And when it was time to leave, I left claw marks on the boat. I didn't want to get off. It was nothing like I thought it would be. The boat we was on, I mean, it's like a small town. There was kids there. I saw some kids, families get on, but I don't think I saw a kid the whole time I was on the ship. So they were very good about keeping activities for them and all that kind of stuff. So my and the boat was so big, it was just I never imagined that many people in one place and having you weren't elbow to elbow. It was really nice. So I'd like to go again sometime. Vicky's not been on a cruise before, so I'd like to take her, and it would be a lot of fun. Alex is 10 toes up. Well, that's better than 10 toes down, I guess. See, who else jumped up here? Low and slow is what I'm learning. There you go. Yeah, it's are you doing it on a pellet or an offset or how you doing that? Gus is all right. I can't for life I can't remember your name. Because like if you're doing it on an offset, you know what I've found through the years and using different smokers and offsets, it's harder to keep a temperature low than it is keeping it up. Because anybody can build a big monster fire, but try to keep that thing lit without going out and keep your temperature down. That's quite an art right there. An evening gambling cruise. Well, I hope you did okay out of Corpus. That's right. You're down from around there. Yeah, I've heard Mexico's a little iffy. I don't know that I'd even get off the ship. I went on, now this has been 25 years ago, I guess. We went on Royal Caribbean. I'd done some research, and at that time, Royal Caribbean seemed to have the highest raves on food. And that's mainly what I was going for. So I would probably look at Royal Caribbean again. Carnivals, well, I can't say because I haven't been on Carnival. I have heard Carnival's got more of a party atmosphere. And, I'm not allergic to parties, but, I kind of like to kick back and relax and people watch and that kind of stuff. I'm not really too much into the late night dancing scene and all that kind of stuff. I don't think I'm ready for the geriatric cruises on Holland or anything like that. But I would look into Royal Caribbean again. But I'd have to do my research. It's been so long, all that stuff could have changed. And to be honest with you, some of these big boats they got out there, they're so tall. I don't know how they keep them just flopping over. Pellet smoker. Oh, okay, Diana, or Diane. Yeah, Diana. Yeah, that'll make it a lot easier. You can just dial it in and just kind of keep an eye on it. That's great. Yep, that's right. Yep, that's what I was saying. It's harder to keep them low than it is because the problem is you're trying to keep a fire low, you keep your temperatures low, and then you lose your fire. So you've got to you got to kind of build a little mini pile to keep it lit so it doesn't overheat. So you want to use like quarter splits or even some chunks. Let's see. Alex did jerkies on my pellet. I didn't know your pellet smokers go that low. That's nice. That's I mean that would be a good way to once you pull your briskets and stuff, and want to carry them overnight or something like that, keep them warm. That yeah, a pellet smoker would be good for that. Because my oven only goes down to I think 175, and that's almost a little too high. Well, like I said, I don't know that for sure. I've never been on a Carnival cruise, but if you look at their advertisements and all of their commercials and stuff, and it's all about the party that I can see, and that's probably a little more rowdy than I'd want to relax in. You know, I'm getting to be a pretty professional chair rider. Yeah, I think so. You know, generally when they're showing those ads and stuff, it's on spring break or something like that. But uh, I had a coworker that used to go on the Disney stuff, take his kids and everything like that. But I would probably stay home before I'd go on one of those. Green Mountain Grill pellet smoker, and as low as 150. You know, I need to look into that. I really never thought about the low temp side of a pellet smoker. I mean, y'all know, you've heard me say, well, some of you may have heard me say, I've got a pellet smoker that I think this will be coming up on the 5th season that it's been on my deck in the box, wrapped up in a tarp. I just hadn't got around to putting it together, but I need to. I told the wife I need to tear that box open to see what's living in it. The thing may not be worth having anymore. But I've had that smoker so long that I believe it's before the PID controller started coming out. Oh, look what I found. Go follow me home. Can I keep him? Hey, Tom, how you doing?
Mr. Grumpus, what's cooking?
Good, good. I can barely hear you.
I've been having trouble with that lately.
In fact, I'm only hearing you in one ear.
Boy, I tell you.
You sound like you're just mixing right in with the voices in my head.
Let me see here.
So yeah, I would love to take the wife on a cruise. She's not been on one before. I'm no expert, but it would be fun to take her on her first one. There, I hear it.
How about now?
Yeah, you're just not very loud.
I don't understand what's going on with this thing. How about now?
There you go. Did you check your settings in EVMux?
No,
The other day when we were having issues, my audio gain had dropped out.
yeah, I think that's a problem. In fact, I was going to give you a call to yesterday or the day before. I'm looking into Riverside.
Yeah, yeah. You saw Michael's video, didn't you?
Yes, I did.
I was watching that and I thought, I bet Tom's going to see this.
It's $1 cheaper, and it's got a lot more stuff. I mean,
Well, it's more geared towards what you've been doing.
yeah, exactly. Still low. 123, 123.
You're just not your normal.
Yes.
You don't have your normal presence there.
I don't know what it is. So what I use is a Personas. Okay, it's a audio box, USB,
Yeah.
and you're blanking in and out on me too now. I think this,
Oh, really?
yeah. I think this,
Chat. What do you think of the balance on the sound with me and Tom, and just overall? Are we okay? Because I mean, in my headset, Tom seems like his volume's down a little bit. But
yeah,
how's it sound to y'all?
you sound a little staticky to me on my end. I don't know. What a mess.
Well, I don't know if you heard me earlier, we had a storm blow through a little while ago. We had hail probably the size of peas, and power went out. for half an hour or so. So when I came in here, because I had the computer on when the power went out, so I come in here and fired everything up about 10:30, and all my settings had changed. All my sound had defaulted. It took me probably 15 minutes to get my sound back up because it had changed in Windows 11 had changed my sound.
Yeah, boy, I tell you.
So between trying to get the sound right in Windows and then I got to get the sound right in OSB and then get the right microphone in EVMux, it's, it's just
Yeah.
too many cooks in the kitchen.
Here. How about now?
Hey, that's a lot better.
Okay. See,
What'd you do
they changed everything. I went into settings and the stereo audio input.
on EVMux?
Yep.
Okay, okay. Yeah, I got you in both ears now.
Good. Maybe you listen to me, Marie don't. Yeah, I mean, I recorded a couple podcasts on oh, thank you, God's desire. And boy, Grumpus had a hard time downloading it. I had a hard time mixing it
On what?
on the podcast that I do because I recorded on EVMux.
Yeah, yeah.
And I don't know what's going on. They're blaming OSB. I mean OBS.
Yeah,
And it had nothing to do with that at
I'm on
all.
OBS right now.
Yeah, that's where I'm.
I think you are too, aren't you?
Yes, I am.
Yeah, see, I haven't had all those problems Michael's been having, but I don't do what Michael's been doing.
Right, right, right,
So
right.
I'm just very, very basic.
So I'm gonna. That Riverside seems a little bit more complicated, where I wouldn't need um, uh, OBS,
Right, right.
but then I can do editing right on that site.
Yeah, and that my
So
comment on all that would be you didn't know how to do OBS and you learned.
right,
Didn't know how to edit and you learned. So StreamYard's just another rung in the ladder
yeah.
of learning something new.
So that's exactly what I think I'm gonna. I might test it out for a little bit before I jump ship, and see what happens. I don't know, But there's a lot of glitches been going on lately, with with a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
So did you recover from the barbecue?
Yeah. All I had, I didn't even want to think about barbecue Sunday. I think I had a hot dog.
That's funny. That is funny.
And I'm going to tell you, it took about to the middle of the week before I could even walk without hurting.
Oh, I got you. I got you. I
I
got you on
saw,
that one.
saw my cardiologist Thursday, and he said, "How you doing?" How's it? I told him I'd went to the cook off and everything like that. He said, "Well, how'd you feel during all that?" And I said, my heart felt good. Didn't lose my breath. I felt really, really good. I said, "But I feel like I've been kicked by a mule." I said, "What do you got for my joints?"
Yeah, I mean, Jesus, when
And it's
you
my fault. I ride a chair all day.
yeah,
And then
right.
I come home and ride a chair. And if I want to take a break, I go out and sit on the deck. So if it wasn't for going to the bathroom and getting something to drink.
We can go nowhere. That's what one guy said that lives here. I said, "How you doing, buddy? I haven't seen you in a while." I said, "Yeah, I've been in and out. I can't walk." And he's younger than me.
Uh-huh.
He's like, "I can't walk. I got this. I got to do that, and blah blah blah." He says, and I go to the doctor, and lo and behold, what they do? They give me a riding chair. He says, "So boom, there we go." He says, unbelievable. He says, "So the exercise I get is from the couch to the electric chair. Go up, get the mail, uh, come
Well,
back." I said, "I feel your pain, brother. Feel your pain."
I know I need to get up and do more, but the chair feels so good.
Exactly. Matter of fact, I got to get one of them plastic mats for the wheels on this. The one I had broke.
Oh, yeah.
Crap, cracked and everything like that. So
Uh-huh.
now you can see the circle in the carpet
Yeah.
from the chair. So I got to get that squared away.
Well, what end up happening is that axle goes through that wheel.
Hmm.
It'll start, it wears a little bit and it'll start leaving dark streaks in your carpet.
Yeah.
Ask me how I know.
That's too funny. So what's cooking, man?
I'm just kind of hanging out today. Like I said, the weather was the big excitement. I mean, slept in a little bit, just kind of slept in, got me something to eat when I got up, come in here, propped my feet up in the chair. Me and the cat took a little nap.
There you go. There you go. I seen that's what I seen on the news. I said I don't know, tornado going through your neck of the woods. I said, no, I don't know. Maybe power might be down or something. So
Yeah, it came back on. Well, it was only out about 30 minutes.
yeah. So today I cooked and I tell you what, beat myself up. Doing a new thing with I dumped the pizza and good thing I did. But the pizza series I was doing every Friday to boost the channel up to
Uh huh.
Sunday dinner show. So now I did. Boy, I tell you, sometimes I can kick myself. I started doing like a sampler. So back in the day, we used to go in our place. All right, we would do during the week. We would, if we had specials, we'd have maybe four specials on the menu.
Uh
Okay,
huh.
and then what we would do is we would also offer out of them four specials a sampler. So if you couldn't decide between what you wanted, chicken dish or shrimp dish or whatever it was, we put them all together and made it enough for two.
Okay.
For people, and it sold. It worked real good. So that's what I did today. I cooked four different things, and I tell you what, I felt like a one-legged man in an ass kicking contest because I kicked myself in the ass with it. I ain't done that stuff in years. So, but it was fun. We got it done. Yeah. So I went to the doctor too on Tuesday or Wednesday. I think it was Tuesday. Yeah, and we locked horns a little bit, but you know what? He gave me an ultimatum. He said, your blood sugar's not coming down. He said, no matter what you're doing, he
Yeah.
says, it's your age and it's only going to get worse. He says, so let's talk about putting you on insulin. And I said, oh, I said, but I'm insulin resistant. He says, yeah. And your own body's rejecting it, what's ever going on. So we turned around and I said, you know what? I said, is it, forever? They're going to do this?
Yeah.
Absolutely not. Absolutely not. So, Grumpus, honestly, the first night I took it, get up the next day, and I slept through the night, number one. This could be nothing to do with it. Okay. But the next day I got up, I felt good.
Oh yeah.
I felt really good.
That to make you mad? He was right.
Yeah, a little bit.
Damn
But
doctors.
but it wasn't that he was right or anything like that. But the numbers didn't move.
Yeah.
Still stayed high. So I said to Murray, I don't know. This don't look like it's going to be. I don't know. I'll just ride it out and see what happens. The next day, numbers didn't move.
Okay.
I said, man, I told Murray, sweet, because I got me a lot of sugar in me. Well, and finally today it started coming down.
Well, that's
So
good.
yeah, so the real rule of thumb is that I'm gonna it's long lasting, just one shot a day or a night. I take it, and let's see what happens if it gets it going again. If not, then I got other problems. I got something else going on.
Yeah.
So he said it's at the point now. No matter what you eat, you could be carnivore, not eating. You can go on a hunger strike and your blood sugar will still go high. He says so. It's a long time that you've been. He said actually you lucked out from the time when I was like 50. So I've been dealing with this 20 some years.
Yeah.
He says, so it could be other stuff. He said, but once it starts moving, you'll be all right. So
Well, that's great.
yeah.
I mean, my cardiologist, he just, you know, he said that the my numbers were good. He said, I don't know how you could expect anything any better at your age. I says, I don't know what that means, but
It
I'll
don't
take it.
sound. It's a win. Touchdown.
I said, does that mean I'm good for another appointment in 6 months? Or that's because at this point, I don't even buy green bananas.
That's funny as hell. That's funny as hell. And when he first walked in, he said, first of all, he said, I'm sorry that we're running late.
Uh huh.
Grumpus, now they do everything on the phone.
Oh yeah,
So when you get there, now you got to fill out this paperwork. So now it's been my first time since last year that I went to the doctor. So now I had to fill out all this stuff. Now they're asking these crazy questions. You know, when you drink, how much do you drink? And
all of it.
I'm saying to myself, this is where now I can lose them, or they'll ask me to leave, one of the two. You know what I mean? you know, and it just went on and on and on and on. But it was actually turned out to be a good visit because we compromised on stuff. Uh, you know, I have a whole set of tests that I want you to do. I said, give them to that other old guy out there with the oxygen tank. I ain't taking him. He seems like he needs more tests than I do. You know, I says, at this stage in my life, what are we looking for? Okay. I said, unless you give me a closing date, I said, don't make
help
any.
me help me make plans.
Yeah. Jesus crying out loud. But it was good. And like I said, and so on, and there again, when you don't know, and dealing with the high sugar, I feel all right. I'll be okay.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And I didn't know how bad it was. You know what I mean? So
Well, I mean, like myself, I mean, I went so many years that it comes on so gradual that I was learning how to deal with it instead
mhm.
of getting it looked at. And as long as I could deal with it and get myself through it, I didn't feel like I needed to see a doctor yet.
Yeah, exactly, exactly. So he said to me, he says, give this a try. I want you to try it tonight, and if you have any issues with it, just let me know. I said okay. So his his thing to me was I'm walking out, he come back and tapped me on the shoulder, and he said, "You are going to do it, right?"
He's seen you before.
Yeah. I said, "I'm a man of my word, there, Slappy." I said, "I'll give it a shot." So it worked out. So
Well, I mean, I asked him. We went over my meds and stuff like that, and I told him. I said, I feel great. I said, in fact, I'd kind of like to get off some of these pills I'm taking. He said, well, that's why you're feeling great. So he said, tell you what, let's get with you in 6 months. Let's see if maybe we can pare some of them back.
yeah,
But and he's got a point because I've taken Vicky to the doctor before, and sometimes she'd just stop taking her medicine,
mm,
and the doctor would scold her about it and say, well, why did you stop? She said, because I feel great. I didn't feel like I needed it anymore.
yeah.
I said, well, that means it's working. you know, if you feel good with what you're doing, don't stop taking your stuff. That's why you feel good.
Uh, that's funny. Yeah, I
It
mean,
makes
it's true.
perfect sense.
It's true. You know, sitting there and going through all these different questions and stuff they ask you. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Um, have you fallen? Have you fallen down within the past 6 months? And I said, well, no. But then I was going to play with him a little bit. Okay. I don't know. I don't remember.
I hit my head. I don't remember.
I don't remember. You know, do you feel anxiety? I said every freaking day I feel anxiety. But then I said, no, I better just do it right. So Unbelievable. You know, they want you to go for chest X-rays. Um, you know, he said, well, normally he said we send people for to find out about cancer, lung cancer. Um, so we want to send you for the chest X-rays. How long since you quit? This is 17 years. He said, well, normally the threshold is 18. I said, naturally, if I would have said 18, you would have said 19. I said, we're playing bingo here. So we went back and forth. I said, I don't want to look for anything. I said, if something bothers me, I'll let you know. I said, like the old adage, I said, it hurts when I do this. Well, don't do that.
Yeah.
So, well, we want you to live. We want you to live longer. I says, for what? If I can't do this,
20 $20 at a time.
yeah, exactly, exactly. So I said to him, I says, he said, when's the last time you had, because of the bladder cancer, when did you have that checked? I says, 2 years ago. I said, and they said everything was fine. All right. I said, but the other doctor I went to before I came here gave me 6 months to live. I said, and I told him I couldn't pay the bill, so he gave me another 6 months. He's on his computer. He just said, yeah, okay.
That's funny.
Too.
Well, I had to see the cardiologist. Now next Monday I see my who do I see? Endocrinologist and my urologist Monday. And Thursday I saw my cardiologist, and then I had 2 different appointments for ultrasounds, and I had them all set up back to back to back. Well, I go up off of 99, with just right off of 45.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's just 10 minutes from the house.
Hey, Mona.
Didn't read the fine print. My ultrasounds were at a different building up almost at 242. So, and I had them scheduled 15 minutes apart. And it took me 30 minutes to get from a 99 to Rayford Sawdust Road, because 45 was a parking lot.
Wow. Boy, I hadn't heard that name in a long time. Rayford.
So my appointment was 3:45, and I got there at 4:30. And I just knew they were going to tell me I have to reschedule.
Yeah.
But now she squeezed me in, and we finished up right at 5 o'clock.
They tell you to get there 15 minutes earlier.
Yeah.
But what makes me mad, even with the drugstore, okay, the pharmacy, when something's ready for me to pick up. Now here's my bitch would get my blood pressure up. Okay.
Yeah.
Is I take 4 medications. Okay. Now that's counting now the insulin. So there was 3, and now that's 4. So the one medication, okay, is due. I go pick it up. I said, what about the rest of them? Well, no, they're not ready yet. They're not due yet. I said, we're talking about blood pressure pill. We're talking about what do you call a thing from not clotting. And so, what do you think? I'm selling these on the black market? You know what I mean? Jesus, don't make any sense. Give them to me all at once. This way I know they all hit. No, won't do it.
I called my doctor's office, all of my doctors, and I've got all my prescriptions set up for on 90 days. Because it seemed like I was going in there every 4 or 5 days. So everything's coming due at different times. And I finally got it to where they're pretty much grouped together now.
Well, that's what I'm fighting with. And I even said to the doctor, and I got to tell you, Grumpus, he went off. I mean, I said to him, I said, hey, Doc, here's the problem. I said, I don't want to be driving around if I don't have to. The traffic out here is ridiculous as it is.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I said, so, I would like to make one trip. And he said, well, Thomas, he calls me Tom. Well, Thomas, maybe you should look into mail order. I said, that's good in the wintertime. What happens when it's 120 degrees out from April till September. You know what I mean? I said, don't make
Yeah.
any sense. It's too hot. So he said, no, you're right.
Hey, Mona.
Mona Mona. So I turned around. I turned around and I says to him, I says, he says, I'll send them all in right now. I said, that's not the problem, Doc. I says, it's the insurance company won't release him.
Right, right.
He slammed his computer down. He said, and that's what pisses me off. He said,
They're rat bastards.
I said, oh, this guy's on my side now. But he said, it's the insurance companies are making a ton of money. And he went nuts about it. I said, hey, calm down. I said, hey, here's what I want you to do. Take some blood pressure pills and see me next week. And I only take cash. And he starts laughing. So, but it's
I don't mind getting there early. I mean, they want us there 15 minutes early also. But by the time I leave, I generally I try to schedule my stuff in the afternoon. And usually the latest you can get is around 3 or somewhere 3 or
yeah,
4. They won't take anything after that. So, the time I leave work 45 minutes early, man, I jump on 45 and I'm like that witch in the Wizard of Oz on her bicycle. Yeah, no, you're trying to get up there in time. You race in there, trying to find a place to park, run up there and get checked in and sit down. The first thing I want to do is let's check your blood pressure. I'm saying, can we do that at the end?
yeah. I said, here we go. We're going to
I'm
jump
just
through those.
excited to be here. But
Yeah.
all the crap you go through for that 45 minutes, hour to get up there. And then they race you to the back real fast, jump up on this. You got to hop up on the table, and then they slap that cup on you.
Yeah.
Hey, you're a little bit high. And I said, how about we wait 15 minutes?
That's what the girl said to me. She said, the nurse said to me, she says, ooh, she says, you're a little bit high. I said, not yet. Till I get home. you know, and just, they go through the routine. And I guess there's so many people who are really naive about, oh, the doctor said, and the
Yeah,
doctor said,
yeah.
yeah. The doctor don't know your name. You know what I mean? That's basically how that works. But like I said, it was a good visit with us. And Marcel, how you doing? Just seen it. Um, so, well, I'll ride this train for a little while, see what happens. But I got to tell you, Grumpus, I felt really good.
Well, that's good.
Yeah, I
I'm
felt
glad to
really
hear
good.
it.
A couple days after I started doing it, because I was down in the dumps. Oh crap, here we go, blah
Yeah,
blah blah. The whole bit. So it is what it is. Yeah. So
37.
I'll be right back.
Okay. Well, Mona, how you doing? Did you get the hail we got today? Did you notice? It blew up pretty good. We lost power for a little bit. Let me change this background a little bit. See what else we got. I'm missing the chat. What else we got in here? Oh, I appreciate that, Marcel. Let me highlight that. Mona, you want to come up for a bit? Say hi. I haven't talked to Charlotte today. I'm expecting her to be on here in a little bit. She should be getting pretty excited. I bet she's been packing. She might be wore out from packing. So anyway, There's two old farts up here just talking about our aches and pains and doctors and all that. But it is like being on a hamster wheel sometimes. Doctors want you to do one thing, like Tom said, and then the insurance company's deciding whether or not they're better doctors than the doctor you're seeing. What's that, Marcel? You think she's getting that storm that we just got? Oh, yeah, she is packing up the storm. Yeah, last time I talked to her, she said she was going through a lot of stuff, and I guess that's a good time to call through and get rid of some stuff sometimes. Well, I still got a dry cough I can't get rid of. But I think last time I talked to her, I think her closing is the 20th? But yeah, I'd probably be wanting to get some stuff painted and that kind of stuff before I start to move in. I mean, that's just me. But then again, I don't know how she's got her overlap on her rent and that kind of stuff. That ain't no lie, Marcel. I tell Vicky all the time, I said, if we was ever to sell this place, it's going to be contents included because I ain't packing it up. I've been in this house since 93 or 83. Well, really, it was December of 82 when we moved in. And I have got so much crap. In fact, my dad died, it's been a couple of years now, and 2.5 years, I guess. And he's left such a mess up to clean up. And not just, I'm talking actual messes, cars, junk piles, stuff like that. And I was telling Vicky, I said, I'm starting to look at myself now. I don't want to be, I don't want to be drop dead like him and have a whole bunch of stuff somebody to clean up after me.
Well, that's what me and Marie, we swore when we moved here. Okay, we were not going to start collecting junk.
Oh, yeah.
And next thing you know, I'm bringing home PVC pipe that I
Can't help
found.
it.
I just can't do it, And then Marie,
Well, you can't buy 3 feet of PVC pipe. You got to buy the whole 10 foot.
Yeah,
You're not going to throw. You're not going to throw a 70% of it away.
So just it's hard. Really is hard. And there again, get off my lawn. Well, back in my day, the prices were this and prices were that.
Well, I have been trying to get my office here cleaned up for a couple of months now. And it seems like all I'm doing is just moving one pile to another pile.
Mm-hmm.
And then moving that pile back to where it was. And it all started when it got out of hand when I built this last computer.
Yeah.
Because I built a new computer for here. I took the guts out of my old one, put it in a case, and took it into work. So I got 2 of them tore apart at the same time. Some new parts for both of them, and I've got boxes everywhere that I need to just take them to the curb. But you're thinking, well, I got 30-day warranty on this part. I don't want to throw the box away yet in case it goes out.
I got this piece of pipe here.
Yeah.
That I've been moving around and moving around. I need that one day. Okay.
You'll need it. You'll need it the week after you get rid of it.
Exactly. You know what I meant to ask you? How'd you make out with the parts that were stolen from you?
You mean at work?
Yeah, the computer.
No, they didn't take anything.
No. By the mailbox that somebody left a package.
Oh, you know what? I was mad for the whole. I mean, I was so depressed Sunday.
Yeah.
I looked at my steps. It was like 200 steps. I mean, I was heartbroken that I lost the piece of equipment,
Right.
but I was furious that the post office would leave it at the
Right.
side of the road at a business that's locked up. The gates closed, the lights are out. It's a Saturday. So I was pretty dejected about it. I went into work Monday, and my neighbor across the street saw the truck and went over and picked it up before somebody else had a chance to steal it. So
Maybe a follow up phone call would have helped
I
a little
I
bit.
I ended up getting my equipment.
Good.
Well, the thing is, this piece of equipment, it's a NAS unit.
Hmm.
It had 4 10 terabyte hard drives in it.
Okay.
One of them's redundant, so it was a little over 30 terabytes of data
Wow.
that I could only get it off those drives with this particular unit, because this unit formatted the drives and wrote the data, and I had to have that unit to read it back off. I couldn't just go buy another unit, because the one I had so old, you can't buy that one anymore. You got to buy an upgraded model,
Yeah.
and it would not read those old drives. So I thought I'd lost all that data, all that information.
God. I,
So I got lucky. I got extremely lucky.
well, Grumpus, tonight you talked to me about about the mic and stuff. Couldn't hear
Yep.
me, right?
Yep.
I upload, okay, edit. I'm doing a video, okay, and I'm doing this whole thing. Something went on. I forget something went on. I left and came back in again. Now I want to listen to it. Okay,
Yeah.
dead. Can't hear nothing. Video looks great. Whole bit can't hear me.
Oh no.
Well, when I left, I pulled my wire out of the jack. Marie said, "I heard language from you I have never heard."
Wow. That's a stretch for her.
Yeah. I said, "Son of a," and
Thank
then
you,
I said,
God's desire. I got lucky.
yeah. So the bottom line is, I mean, I, I'm I'm trying to turn over a new leaf. I mean, forget about it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But good God Almighty, you got to get up awful early in the morning to be that dumb sometimes, not to check stuff out.
Well, I mean, it happens to the best of us.
Amazing, completely
There's so
amazing.
many. I mean, we try our best to make this look easy, but there's so many moving parts.
Yeah,
And the thing about computers is computers are very patient. You screw something up, they'll sit there and wait forever for you to fix it.
yeah,
It's not going to heal itself.
yeah. That's the God's honest truth.
But yeah,
Uh,
I had to go back again and reset all my mics, because instead of the my main mic right here, it had, when I booted this up after the storm, because it went down, the mic up here behind me,
mhm.
way back here,
Okay,
that one there was picking up the sound. That's the mic that was working.
that was that night, and I said, "What the
Yeah,
hell happened?"
you could hear me, but it sounded like I was in a can.
Yeah, and
That's
and
because
see, and like tonight with my volume, I don't know why I didn't check, for that anyway.
right.
So now, well, like I told Maria, I said I got a checklist of stuff that before I do anything. I had Kevin come up with me a couple weeks ago, and we're going to have him back up again too. We sat for almost 37 minutes, and he kept saying, "Tom, I'm having a hard time hearing you." And the only thing that Evie Mux did come up with that I was bitching and moaning about
Yeah,
was a pause button for recording. It's right up there, where it says live,
yeah, yeah.
the orange part. When you're recording, there's a little pause button.
Oh, okay.
that you can hit. So they did come up with that and
Well, that's
stuff. So
good. Well, see, I forget to check the settings in EVMux, the volume, the audio in EVMux.
mhm.
And then the other night or a few weeks back, I was on Charlotte's Live on StreamYard, and it was the same thing. I had forgot the setting in StreamYard, and it was picking the wrong mic.
Yeah. So that set it and forget it type of mentality. You got to really,
Well, it
especially
works until something hiccups, like power going out, and
yep.
things don't get shut down properly. All the changes that you made during the show, it needs to save itself when the show's over. It saves all those settings,
Okay.
and if something happens in between, then everything you set up never got a chance to save to the default.
Yeah. I
I mean, you sound good now.
yeah, see, because I didn't go and check. And what happened was the last time I had an outage and something went down, I went back and they have all these different settings that you can go on to. Okay. Noise cancellation, stereo, blah, 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 all that stuff like that. None of it was on. It shut everything back off again.
Yeah.
This time, now just tonight when I went up on there, everything was on, but you can't have two of them together
Right, right.
with that stereo stuff. So, so I saw. Listen to this one, Grumpus. I'm getting it. I got into the hydroponics.
Yeah, I
Okay,
know that. How's it going?
so it's one of them things where I have the two little units that one's doing really well, the other one's just I don't know something's wrong. So talking to different people, going on and listen to certain things. So I decided. So I told you a while ago, Marie had probably if it was stocks from the stock market, I would have had it. I would have had it cornered with all the Tupperware she had from from different ice cream jugs from years ago. Okay, I mean piles of them. She throws them all out. We had four left. So what I did was I took a hole saw and I cut through. I measured. I sent away and I got the baskets and the pods and all this stuff. And I put it in to this plastic, made a little door, cut a little door on there with a pull on it so I can put more water in it, the whole bit. I got the food, the solutions, all that stuff. The only thing that was missing was an aerator to pump, to circulate the water a little bit better.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so I go on to. I swore I wasn't going to do it. I'm not going to start another project, and it's going to cost me a ton of money to keep it going
Yeah.
for basil. That this big. You know what I'm saying?
You go an awful lot of trouble to keep from spending $3 at the store.
It don't last. I mean, I bring it home, it's dead.
Yeah.
It's horrible. Anyway, so I sent away for these little pumps. Okay, you drop them in. It's UBS. Drop them in the home bin. Well, they started working. 2 days go by. Okay, one's not working. I try to clean it out. Did
Yeah.
the whole. I said, here I go. Here I go again, getting involved with something. Okay, I get a hold of Amazon. Okay, you think I could get that thing to return? I'm screaming on the phone. You rats! I find you, you dirty bastard!
And what they cost
$9.
for three of them?
Yeah. So finally, somebody gets back to me. We are so sorry that this has happened. We will send you out another set. Okay, make sure they work, and then you can send the other three back. But I said to the guy, I said it's only one that broke. All right, let me check. I'll get back to you. But the other ones are on the way out there, and they double talk you the whole
Hmm.
bit. So he said, let me work something out. We'll send you an email. With that, the next morning I get up. second one breaks, doesn't work. So now I'm taking a new one and put another one back in there again. Change the water. I did everything. All right. Now I got three of the new ones in, and three of the old ones don't work.
Well, there you go.
So yeah. So I got. I said to Maria, I said, you know what I'm going to do? I said, I'm going to get that helmet with a lot of hose and just keep it in my mouth. But they're coming up good. I mean, we got a lot of other different stuff, dill and all kinds of. I
So is
just
it
got,
like a little submersible pump? Does it go down
yeah,
in the water?
yeah, yeah,
Okay.
yeah. So I don't know. We'll see what
So
happens with it.
so is it pumping water or is it pumping air?
When it sucks the water in, put it on the bottom, sucks the water in, and blows it out the top.
Okay, okay,
Yeah.
okay.
And if you try to put hose on it, more than 6 inches, it won't work. So
Yeah,
the
you can't
submersible.
push it.
Yeah. So like I said, for $9, I
Yeah.
got my blood pressure through the roof. The next thing I'll do is I'll get a fish tank aerator, and and do something with that to put them in there.
Yeah.
You need something to circulate the water, because the unit that I bought has a circulating pump on it, but it's on a timer. You know what
Okay.
I mean? So it goes on for a little while and then shuts off. Goes on for a little while and shuts off.
And that's
Yeah.
built in. You can't override it.
Yeah, so I just leave that one. But these are in plastic tubs
Mhm.
that she had, drill the holes and everything, and like within 2 or 3 days, everything popped on it. But then reading into it said you need to aerate the water.
Yeah, it needs some sort of circulation.
Yeah.
Keep
So
it from going stale.
so I told Marie, one more happens, I'm nuking everything.
We're out of the
Yeah,
hydroponic business.
yeah, unbelievable. Too funny. Even the lady at the checkout the last time I bought basil, she said these things die. That's we're all gonna die. I mean, but come on. So looking into it, there's too many packed into it. So you're supposed to separate it for it to
Okay.
to live longer. But the whole attraction is to use the basil up, and then they croak and move
Yeah,
on.
I mean, I've bought basil before and just put it in a red Solo cup on the bar right there behind the sink,
Hmm.
and I can usually get it. It'll last a couple of weeks before I end up using it all up.
North Carolina, we had rows and rows and rows of basil. Well, every all the herbs and stuff like that. So
Yeah, the last basil I planted outside, I bought at HEB
yeah,
because I could buy the hydroponic plants with the roots. I
yeah,
could buy those cheaper than I can go to. They were half the price of a nursery, and they look better.
yeah, yeah,
And I
exactly.
just planted them out in flower beds. They did great.
I don't know. Where's Charlotte packing? Probably, huh?
Say what?
Where's Charlotte? She's probably packing
I'm guessing. I haven't talked to Charlotte since.
next
Hmm,
week.
I see her live was. I can never remember if it's Monday or Tuesday. It must have been Monday.
Okay.
No, Mona. When was you and Charlotte on live? Whatever night it was, I usually pop in on the chat,
I think she was there Monday.
and she was talking about moving, I believe.
Hmm. I'm happy for her.
Yeah,
I
I am
mean,
too. I am too,
then
and I'm with you. I could kind of tell with the way she was talking before. She was kind of settling,
yeah, yeah. I don't know.
but she
Uh,
seems pretty excited. So I'm excited for her.
I just talked to my daughter. I haven't talked to her in weeks, and she's working at a casino out here. She's in the cage, with where they do the money and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And she said they went from 7 people now to down to 3.
Mm.
People just not people not just not holding on to jobs.
Well, I'll tell you what, Vicky's been homesick the last 2 days, and she got a phone call this afternoon, and they've laid off, I don't know, 4 or 5 people where she's at.
Wow.
So I hope it don't hit her tomorrow when she goes in, or Monday when she goes in.
Mm-mm, mm-mm. I told
And
Marie.
these were engineers they let go.
Well, scary, scary times.
Yeah.
Really is scary times. I mean, we went through. I mean, back in the '70s and stuff like that, as far as the gas prices and Grumpus, I remember odd and even days to get your gas
Oh
according,
yeah,
according to your license plate. I remember getting $5. That's all you could get.
yep.
But the price was 37 cents a gallon, you know. So
Well, I hate to hear that, Marcel. I hope you're getting better.
there's something going around because I noticed an awful lot of people wearing masks again.
Yeah, Vicky was down with her back. She was talking yesterday. She thought she might be trying to get a kidney stone or something, but
Ooh,
she uh, she said she got to feeling better later in the afternoon. So
and be
must
on
not have
in.
been that.
How's their shoulder work? Her arm.
She's slowly getting back. She's well, I mean, she hasn't complained about it in quite a while. But
Yeah.
I see her. We'll be watching TV or something like that. And she'll be over there and doing a little exercise that they told her to do, and
Yeah.
moving things around. So I think she's pretty much. I mean, the doctors flopped that thing around. She's got full range of motion,
Yeah. She just
but
worried.
it's just muscles healing and nerves healing, and she's afraid she's gonna break something. The doctor said, "No, you're not gonna break nothing. Then use it, keep it moving."
I was breaking Maria's chops. And I said to her a couple days ago, I says, we're gonna have to we're gonna have to review your chart here. You're not keeping up to what you signed on here for and this and that. She said, yeah, review it. Go ahead. Ah, too funny. Too funny. Grumpus, it's been hot here.
Yeah, it's been warm this week. I mean, it's
No,
probably not hot like it is there,
it's
but
80s, 70s, 80s.
that's where we've been in the 80s.
And St. Patrick's Day is supposed to be 90 degrees.
What day is that?
That's the 17th. And see, last year, I never forget it, April 15th, I said, you got to be kidding. It was 115 degrees. You know, everybody says, well, you
Hard
can,
hard to wrap your head around that, isn't it?
yeah, I mean, and it was relentless last year. But there again, you just let it roll. I got other fish to fry rather than worrying about that.
Well, I
So,
mean, I really try not to complain about the heat too much because where I came from, I'd rather I'd rather be hot than cold.
yeah. Oh, yeah.
I'll take 100 degrees every day over
Yeah.
what I moved from.
Yeah.
Can't
What?
so I can't. Last weekend, it was nice during the day, but well, especially Saturday. I got to the barbecue cook off Saturday about 4 o'clock, and 4 or 5 somewhere in there, and it was 84 degrees.
Oh,
And as soon as that sun went down, we got a little bit of a wind kicked up, and it dropped down to 65. And I got to tell you, this guy right here was about to freeze his things off.
that that 20 some degree drop is unbelievable.
And I was laughing at Kent. Kent sitting over there in a t-shirt, like he's at the beach.
Yeah.
He says, I'm going home to 32 tomorrow.
That's
So
funny.
we had some really nice weather for the out of towners that come in.
Yeah, exactly. They it seems I don't know. It seems that every Friday night there's two or three guys who do a live from Fremont Street. Okay, and they got a
Uh-huh.
band playing and filming people walking around and stuff like that. And it's not quite as packed as it used to be, but there's people there.
Yeah.
You know, there's one guy. They like we're talking to one guy. The guy's dancing, and he was pretty. I wanted to be like him because he was pretty well fired up. You know what I mean? And he's dancing, and the guy asked him, "Where are you from?" And he said, "I don't know, but my plane was canceled." So I'm saying, "You don't know where you're from? Your plane's canceled." So they come back, and he was from overseas, and he was jumping around for joy.
uh,
It's amazing. It's simply amazing.
Yeah, I'd like to bring Vicky out there sometime. She's never been.
There's um, a lot of the older prices are coming down as far as with the hotels and stuff.
Yeah, I mean, it's been over 30 years since I've been there.
Yeah, they
So
had
there's so much they've blowed up so many hotels. It'd be like a brand new visit for
yeah,
me. I mean,
exactly.
I think last time I went, I stayed at well, not take that back, but I went 7 years in a row. So I stayed at the Stratosphere.
Hmm.
That's been gone for I don't know how many years.
Yeah,
I think the Riviera they leveled Riviera, didn't they?
yeah, that's gone.
That's gone.
The
Uh,
Nugget is still there.
I stayed
Golden Nugget.
at the Mirage several times. I hear they've tore that whole front end out of that.
Yeah, they're changing a whole bunch of stuff. Don't forget they built. They just built that the stadium for the Raiders. Okay, that's a
Yeah.
couple years now. And Grumpus driving by that, you'll get blind from the lights, from the LED
Yeah.
lights, and it looks like you're riding past one of the biggest big screen TVs you ever seen in your life.
Wow.
I, I told Maria, I said, park on the side of the road here and watch a show. You know,
Oh, the Sands. I used to go to the Sands all the time. I mean,
gone.
that's all Venetian now, I believe.
Yeah, yeah.
Well, I tell you what. The last year I was there, it was a. I remember a Friday night. It was busier than heck, and the Palms had their grand opening.
Wow.
That's the last year I was there.
They closed the Palms from the pandemic and never reopened.
Really.
But now they're open. But
Okay.
somebody else bought it and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So them couple that are off strip right there, I
Yeah.
think
Rio's over there.
Rio's there, Palms, and then there's another older one. I can't remember the name of it right now, but they're coming back.
Okay.
They're making a comeback on it. Because what they're doing now is they're starting to drop all the extra prices. The parking garage, park for the day is $50.
See, that's ridiculous.
Yeah, yeah. So there's a lot of. That's why I stay out where
'Cause
I'm.
I've never had to drive there.
Yeah,
I've
yeah,
always flown in and just used taxis.
yeah,
Yeah, I just worked the taxi money in my budget. I knew what it was going to cost me when I got there, and I
yeah,
just allowed for it. Because even if I was driving, if I rented a car and drive it, like you're talking, where would you park it?
yeah. Exactly. So now it's funny to see because now the autonomous vehicles are all around. I told Maria, I said, "Boy, that's cramping my style." I said, "I can't even yell at somebody, blow the horn at them. You get nothing from them."
Oh,
Okay,
I don't know if I'd like that or not.
you should. They show these, the commercial. Uh, they come out of the casino and everyone, ha ha, ha, four of them get in this vehicle,
No
and
driver.
you'll see them down on Las Vegas Boulevard. I mean, it's funny as hell, funny as hell. But
Well, I mean, when
I
I used to go, I was going for Comtex,
yeah,
and it was so busy I could walk to another hotel a whole
yeah,
lot faster than I could wait for a cab to pull out on the street and get stuck in traffic.
yeah. And a lot of times, what happens if you get a medallion, okay, they're not supposed to be driving on the interstates. They're supposed to be driving on all back roads and stuff like that.
Oh, okay.
So to go from my house to say downtown to Fremont Street, it's probably $30.
And so I finally wised up and I started staying at the Mirage or Treasure Island
Hmm.
because the I could walk to the convention center
Right.
from there, and it was only about 15-minute walk,
Yeah.
10-15-minute walk.
That's the other thing that's suffering is the convention center. It's way off, way 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 off. And
Yeah.
you know what? They did it to themselves. I mean,
Well,
just
they did. They did. I mean, Comdex priced herself right out of business
yeah, yeah,
because and it was big. It had the convention center on both sides, plus the whole back end of the Sands or the whole back end of the Venetian now
yeah,
had all the overflow. And the
Hey, Jonesy.
last couple of years I was there, the booth prices were so expensive
Yeah.
that I went to several, I'm talking 4 or 5, exhibits in penthouses in the hotels because like, Brother Printing, NVIDIA, some of these
Hmm.
places, they could rent a whole top floor penthouse
Right.
and have guests come up there, and it was cheaper than the space on the floor at the convention center.
Yeah. Exactly right. I
And
mean,
they finally just priced herself out. People started because these companies are having to decide because they would go to Comdex on in November, and then they were right back again in January for CES, Consumer Electronics Show.
yeah. Okay.
So they're going to both of them. Then it got to the point they had to decide which one they were going to go to.
Yeah.
So you got
Well,
the consumer electronics in January, and then you've got more of an IT business section in November, and they just stopped going to that one.
yeah. Matter of fact, it's this month, last year, that I did the thing for Monument
Oh
out there,
yeah,
and I don't know what's going on, but with that was the hardware.
you think they'll do that again?
I don't think so. I don't know. I don't know what they're doing. There might be. I don't. You know. But all the business is off. All the convention.
Yeah,
Everybody's been backing off of that for some odd reason. So, but yeah, I don't know. They just come out with another
maybe
gas
they'll
pump.
invite you back.
I
That'd be
don't know if
good.
I don't know if I would do it or not.
It was a good time, wasn't it?
Oh, it was fun. Yeah, it was a lot of
Yeah,
fun. But hey, I got 2 phone calls last week about going back playing again. Solid every Friday and Saturday night and stuff like that.
yeah.
I think that ship sailed. That ship sailed because rehearsal and stuff like that, going back and forth. Eh.
Well, so much of that stuff is all or nothing.
Hmm.
If you could kind of take it at leisure and enjoy it, and not take it so serious, it'd be fun. But when it turns into a job, we've run those courses.
Yeah, lot of crybabies involved, and the drummer looked at me crooked,
Yeah,
or
the
said,
older they get, the worse it gets.
yeah. So I said, I really don't need that. Not that I couldn't do it or really wouldn't want to do it, but I don't know. The
Well, I
traffic
mean, you get a
going.
group of guys close like that. I mean, I had to have a talk with one of my employees this week. I told him, I said, look, we're just like a big family around here. I said, like a family, sometimes we fuss a little bit.
Hmm?
Feelings get hurt. We might forget to say please, might forget to say thank you, but that just goes with territory.
Yeah,
But you get a group. I don't know what's worse, men, a group of men or a group of women. I don't know what's worse.
I think men.
Sometimes I think it's guys. I mean,
Yeah,
they pout and they
all the silliness and stuff. Jesus, Uh, even like going to cook and doing them demonstrations and stuff. A lot of red tape you got to go through.
yeah,
I had to get a card. I had to get which is fine to have and stuff.
yeah.
Okay, but I don't see myself going back to work anytime soon.
Well, I'm,
Where I would need all them credentials again. You know what I'm
yeah,
saying?
yeah.
Um, Now, a couple years ago, I had an offer, and that's when I hurt my knee. I had an offer to go and be like an outside supervisor in for 2 restaurants and 1 casino.
Okay.
Just going around and making sure everything was okay. If there was a problem,
Well, just
you know,
mingling with the customers.
yeah, and stuff like that. And I was all for that. Okay, and boop, I had
So,
to
I
go.
mean, let me make sure I got this right. So you were going to be Mr. Hospitality?
Believe it or not, that's a good side of me. What's wrong with the food, you rat
Yeah,
bastard?
yeah, yeah. Why aren't you eating them peas?
Yeah. No, 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 no. You can't leave. Give me your credit card. Go stand in the corner.
No soup for you.
Yeah. It would have been more or less like making sure everything was all right, and
Yeah, yeah.
people moving and stuff. Yeah, that was right up my alley. But
Well,
I
that'd
had,
be probably fun if you didn't have to be on your feet the whole time.
yeah, I had to go skydiving off a stage.
Look who
Unbelievable,
popped up.
Mr.
Radio
Jonesy.
Jonesy. How you doing, Jonesy? I
Uh,
didn't see him jump in there. Said he'd been here 5 minutes.
yeah, he's been in over there a little while ago.
Yeah, I missed it.
Yeah, but the like
I
I
need a
said,
lovely assistance. What I need. I can't keep watching all this stuff at the same time.
I don't look good in high heels and and fishnets.
Look like I got a tick, I'm looking
Yeah,
around.
that's too funny. Too funny. I don't know. Things are kind of crazy. I mean, my podcast. Okay, I'm turning around. I've had enough. I'm not bitching and moaning no more. Marie said, "Oh yeah, that'll work. That'll work for a little bit."
So, is, that, is, that, is that your tagline? The new and improved Tom.
Yeah,
Tom 2.0.
and I'm gonna get one of them buzzers.
Oh, look at
Uh-oh.
here. Look at here.
Hi guys.
How you doing, Charlotte?
I'm doing okay. How are you?
Good, good. Sound a little hoarse there. Got the crud?
Allergies.
Yeah.
Really bad allergies.
Yeah, Marie's suffering big time out here, and that's a big thing out here now.
Is it?
Oh yeah, yeah. People.
It's well, that and we've got a front moving through, and I've had a headache all day. My son's had a headache all day. It's just been kind of a blah day.
Yeah.
Well, we had a storm blow through here a little while ago, knocked the power out for about a half hour.
Oh no.
We had like pea-size hail.
Oh wow.
I was standing, the lights were out. I stand at the back patio door looking out the pond, watching it flood the backyard.
Right.
And all of a sudden, I heard it hitting the glass. I'm looking around there, and it's about the size of a pea.
Oh man.
Yeah.
Bounced around there for about, I don't know, 3 or 4 minutes.
I'm glad y'all didn't get none of those tornadoes.
I didn't even know there was tornado warning
What?
out.
There was a lot today north of you guys going towards
I saw it was gray to the north earlier this morning.
somewhere up that way, and then over toward Jackson, Mississippi.
Okay.
And
Yeah,
yesterday there were bad tornadoes in Michigan.
I
Really
looked out there about 10 o'clock this morning. I was going to go out and have my coffee on the deck. And it was really, really dark. And so
Yeah.
I didn't want to get stuck out there.
Well, it's been looking like it's going to rain here all day. But I think it's a little wet out there now. I don't know if it rained or not. I just woke up too, so I don't know. But during the day, it didn't rain at all.
We've been 70s and 80s. Tonight's the coldest night so far,
Is it?
like 47 degrees. But next week, St. Patrick's Day is supposed to be 90 degrees here.
Wow.
It's 67 here right now.
I don't know what it is here. Let me look at my phone.
How's things rolling with the house, Charlotte?
Going well, no news is good news, I guess. They
Yeah.
did the inspection or the appraisal last week, and we're just waiting, to hear from that. But I don't have any doubt that it'll appraise at what,
Yeah.
uh, yeah.
The market's so bad right now, so
Well, they're
It's-
saying down here it's really slow, but that they expect it to turn around soon because, the summer buying season's kicking up.
yeah, out here there's sucking wind out here.
Oh, well, and something that really surprised me was my real estate lady said that the appraiser for the VA usually takes the longest, and they'll wait till the last minute to turn in paperwork and all that stuff, and usually it's about 14 days. Well, I paid for the appraisal and the guy was out there the same day doing the
Nice.
appraisal. So now, has he done the paperwork? Well, maybe, but he hasn't sent it to anybody yet. So,
Yeah.
you know.
BC Gardening, welcome.
Hey, Hey there, BC.
Do you
You
know them, Charlotte?
Mm-mm,
That's a
mm-mm.
new one for me.
Yeah. Um, I was earlier today. I was using Chat GPT to try to figure out where to put everything in the new backyard. Like, I want a shed. We got to have a path for a boat, to park the boat in the back. So I want like a
hmm
gravel path or something. And then I want, of course, the garden, and I want some trees, like fruit trees. And what else? I need a dog run. There's a few things I need.
We'll have to
Oh,
get you some craft paper.
well, tell you what, Chat GPT is one amazing thing
hmm
because it helped me figure out where things should go based on what I wanted.
So
What I
does it give you like a picture or something?
Yeah,
Give you
yeah.
everything you
Okay.
need.
You
I'll be
just
darned.
ask
I've
it,
never
hey,
used
show
it.
that to me, and it'll bam. There's a picture right in front of your face.
So did you put in the dimensions of the yard?
Hmm.
Okay. Okay.
Estimated. I know it's
Yeah.
119 across.
Okay.
And I think just visually, it's probably between 30 and 40 feet deep. So,
Okay.
and those,
I've never used Chat GPT.
oh,
I don't know anything about it.
well, I used 35 feet. I cut it in the middle and
Yeah.
told it 35 feet. So, I'll tell you what, from what that paper looks like, I can pack a lot of stuff in there.
hmm
So,
Yeah. I got a. You should just give it a try one time, Grumpus. You have Windows, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Unfortunately.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. But they have it's chat. I think it's both the same thing, but it's called Copilot.
oh yeah,
Copilot's Microsoft. I removed that thing as soon as I installed Windows.
Did you?
Yep.
Well, you can go on there and you can with your channel, uh, eh, eh, put in all different kinds of stuff, and they give you a ton of ideas,
Yeah.
yes.
and stuff like that. So
That's what I use it for is
yeah,
just ideas and kind of organizing things in my head and that kind of thing.
I said, where is my lottery check? I'm waiting for my lottery check. And
My
you know what it said? You got to play it first.
this last version of Windows caused me to put a tinfoil hat on.
Oh no. Oh no. Which version is that?
Version 11.
11. Good.
And I got it
I
on the
remember
other.
when people were screaming about number 7.
We are the product.
Yeah,
Yeah,
definitely. Definitely.
this computer I'm on right now, this is the newer one. Okay,
Yeah.
doesn't qualify for 11, thank God. And the older one qualifies. So I got 11 on there, and every once in a while it'll just shut off.
Well, it's just too invasive.
Yeah.
Mm,
There's
So
too there's a lot more information going out than's coming in.
yeah. Yeah.
I was talking to Marie today about uh, she wants to grow broccoli rabe. Okay.
Okay.
So we're talking about broccoli rabe, this and that. Well, I said, "Maybe I'll get a bucket." I said, we can't put too much more out on a damn balcony. You know what I mean?
I have to reinforce it.
Yeah. I said, I'll have to get a little tractor to drive around. Don't you know? I go about my business. She's doing what she's doing. She goes on to her tablet. Okay. And what do you think pops up?
There you go.
Broccoli raw.
Broccoli rabe. Not just once. Okay. But every time she would shut it off, put it back on again, it'd be two more things about
But
broccoli
they
rabe.
claim it doesn't listen unless you say its name.
Yeah.
Of course it does. Of course it does.
Me and Alexa went at it today.
Uh-oh.
Yeah. I says, and I'm joking with Marie. I said, "Do you hear what she's saying?" She said, "Calm down." Talking to a machine. Just unbelievable. But I like to play music on it. Okay, so I
Mhm.
have my Prime
Yeah.
music, and what I'll do is I'll do yacht rock radio from there, the whole bit. So now I play just about the same stuff every day, or a certain group of music. Today I says, "Resume music, Alexa. What would you like me to play?" I said, "You rat bit." The same stuff I've been playing for the past 7 days. What was it called? 8 Days a Week by the Beatles.
Yeah.
No.
Oh my gosh.
So they're gonna go back and repeat everything.
I,
Such
I
an
mean, I use it as a kitchen timer more than anything. Well, any reminder.
It's a great
I
kitchen
turn if I
timer.
turn the water on in the pond to top it off, I'll forget it every time. I'll come in and tell it, give me a reminder in 30 minutes.
They
I
had a
use it more for
Miss
that
C
than
here,
anything.
I'm the gardener, and Mr. B is the baker. Oh, very cool.
Nice.
cool.
My very first job was at a bakery.
So, Mrs. C, are you in a zone where you can start your gardening now, or even a month ago, or are you having to wait for spring to come to you? I'm supposed to be planting my tomatoes today.
You ain't got time for tomatoes.
I know. I can't even grow them until after we get moved. So you're
Charlotte,
just starting. Okay.
Are
Okay.
you going to do you have tiller or rent a tiller to get your beds established?
I don't need to do that.
Oh, you
I mean,
don't?
no, mine are all raised beds.
Oh, okay.
So all I
Well,
have to,
even my raised beds, I usually dig down a couple
oh,
shovelfuls.
well, now I can do that, but they're so small. It's
Oh, okay.
easy,
I didn't know how big you were going to go.
yeah. And I got all kinds of resources out there I can use to get in that dirt,
Well,
which I can
yeah,
use my hands for
yeah.
that matter. It's really soft and,
You got a tiller in the biggest bedroom.
they- yes, I do. Yes, I do. But, we're going to have to take all of that dirt and everything and move it over there. Poppy said he's just going to line the bed of the truck with bed liner or, a tarp or something.
Yeah,
Start shoveling and empty all the beds. Oh, okay. You're not too far from me.
yeah.
Okay.
Go to Harbor Freight and get one of them $5 tarps and throw it
Yeah.
away when you're done.
And
Mhm.
then, the biggest part, I think the hardest part's going to be moving the fencing. I mean, I don't know how he's going to do it, but I mean, we can unscrew the cattle panels because that's what we used for the
Yeah,
fence.
yeah.
It's just taking those landscape timbers out because that's what we use for posts. Taking those out might be a chore.
Tell him to get an old bumper jack.
Well,
Yeah.
he seems to think that all he's got to do is stick the hose down there and start shoving on it,
As
and
long as
it'll
you're
come
not concrete
easy.
in.
So I don't know, but I can't reuse those posts. They've got
Why?
concrete attached to the bottom of them.
Well, you bury the
Oh,
concrete too.
Well, that's what he said.
Yeah,
yeah.
I've moved posts before that was concreted.
Okay, okay.
Yeah, he
Mhm.
can wet that ground a little bit and just
Hmm.
start wallering that post back and forth.
Yeah, that's what he said.
And I mean, the hardest part's breaking the suction in the ground.
Mm, mm.
In which
Or you
case, you can take a piece of PVC pipe or something like that and beat
And
it down
shove it in there.
alongside of it and give it a vent. But
Right,
yeah, I've moved posts before. You just have to cut a bigger hole enough you can put the concrete and everything in there and just
right.
dump them back into place.
Okay.
or
Well,
plant them with the wood side down. Leave the concrete up on top. We'll call it
There you go.
the ugly fence area.
no. No, we can't have it ugly
Now
now.
those cattle panels are what 5 foot by 12, something like that.
50 inches
Yeah.
is the,
Okay.
yeah,
And if they're 12 feet, aren't they?
16.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. But we had to cut.
I've got a couple out at the side of the fence, but I've been ignoring them so long.
They're
I
16
guess
feet
they're still
long.
there.
And that's why, the sides of my garden are 16 feet long. We used one cattle panel on each side.
Okay.
Then the length of it is 24 feet. So we had to cut one up, well, two of them. We had to buy two extras. And that way we could add length to each side or each length of the garden.
Yeah.
It was It was a nightmare because Poppy doesn't understand my language and I don't understand his whenever we're talking about.
They ain't no love language in the backyard.
No. Look, we used to tease people all the time because, our first house that we had together, we redid that house from the floor to the ceiling. I mean, everything in it was new. And we used to watch HGTV while we were doing it, and he'd look at me and go, "Man, there ain't enough bleeps on that channel for me and you to get it."
We can't help each other pot one plant without
Nope.
not speaking for 2 days.
No.
Schnookums, get me the freaking hammer, will you?
Don't do that. Wait
No.
around.
I'll never forget when we went to redo the master bathroom in our old house. I was sitting there, it was that 1960s tile, the 4x4 squares with the. Yeah. I hated that tile because it was blue, and blue is not my color. I'm not a blue person, okay? And I lived with it for, I don't know, 3, 4 years. And finally, one day I looked in there and I'm standing there going, what am I going to do with this? And I said, I don't care what I do with it. It's just got to go. I said, honey, give me a hammer. He goes downstairs, grabs the hammer. I bury that hammer into the tile and just started pulling it off. And he goes, well, I guess we're redoing the bathroom.
Guess we're hanging sheetrock.
Yep, we sure did. And it looked really nice when we were done. I was very proud of it. But
The first house me and Marie bought,
yeah.
the bathroom was pink.
Oh no.
Pink with black tile.
No.
And a black and white small checker on the floor.
Oh my goodness.
I said, I don't want the house. What do you mean? We're going to go closing it? I said, I don't want it. It's going to cost me a ton of money to redo this whole thing. I didn't want to do it the whole bit. And that was pretty handy.
Yeah.
I did the same thing you did, Charlotte.
Hammered.
I got me a sledgehammer. The only problem was I hit it so hard it went right through the wall into the kitchen.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
Whoops.
Our master bath backed up to the kids' bathroom, the hall bathroom. We had 4 bathrooms, but it just so happened to back up to theirs. And I didn't tear anything up, which really surprised Poppy. So, but all I was, what they did back then was they would like double sheetrock it or double. So what they did was there was a layer of sheetrock, and then there was another layer with the tile on it attached to, so that they could make room for that little, what do you call it, bullnose piece.
Yeah.
It goes around and so it was really easy once I figured that part out to just pull it apart. But there was a few patches I had to make. But it was a lot of fun.
They're crying in the background. Sounded like me the other day when a pump broke.
You know what? I don't know what's wrong with this dog. I just let her out because she was crying. Now she wants back in.
It's cold and dark.
Come on in. Go night night. Go night night. Get your face.
Night night.
Go night. Okay.
Anyway, them days are gone, Grumpus.
It's raining. That's why she wanted in. Her little precious toes can't be wet.
Are you changing the color on that?
Yeah, I was screwing
That's
around
kind of
with it.
cool. That's kind of cool.
I'm doing my eyes. I blinked my eyes. It was blue before, and I blinked them again. They were red. I'm like, holy shit. Where the hell am I at?
It's I'm not gonna do that this time though, y'all. I'm gonna hire people to do the work. Me and Poppy getting too old for this mess.
Like I told you before, I would look around. You can start hunting them now. Look for a decent handyman.
Oh, I got one. Lives right next door to my daughter.
Okay, and
In fact, he's building her a shed this weekend.
yeah.
He did a lot of work for her. Hey, Quentin. He's done quite a bit of work.
Yeah, it's sometimes it just don't pay.
Right.
Yeah. I went just to Matter of fact, I ran out of duct tape. Grumpus, I had to go buy duct tape. Do you believe that?
Oh no.
I couldn't believe it. Son of a gun, look at this
You
duct
should have
tape.
given me a call. I probably got 20 rolls with about 4 feet on them.
That's right, Panchuco. 64 is not too old to supervise. In fact,
Unbelievable.
Poppy calls me a micromanager when it comes to that stuff.
Now I let them go. If something goes on here, I call the maintenance, and I'll be right back. Let me go get some stuff. This guy must have made 15 trips.
Oh my
Going back,
goodness.
keep going back and forth, getting back and forth. And Marie says, "Oh, is he ever going to be done?" I said, "I don't know. I'm busy on the computer. I don't care if he went 400 times. I
See,
am
now,
not
if that
doing
would have been me and I saw him making them trips back and forth, I'd tell him, look, you got one more chance to get all your crap together before you come in this house. Me and you going to fight.
Nope, I didn't care because you know why? I didn't have to do it.
Well, that's true. And not you didn't even have to pay him. So
Yeah,
that's a cool thing.
yeah. I had one guy one time put his hand out, okay, like he wanted a tip or something,
Oh my goodness.
like that. And I looked, I said, "My, you have dirty palms. Get out of my house before I baseball." Unbelievable.
Oh my goodness.
But, well, I'm glad things are moving forward for you.
Well, I think they are. The days are getting closer. So, there's that.
You got a week, what, 2 weeks? A week?
Not even 2 weeks. Let's see. March 8th to the 20th. That's how many days? 12?
Yeah.
Yeah. 12 more days.
Well, Quentin popped in. I didn't see Quentin pop in.
Yeah, he did.
How you doing,
You
Quentin?
better, you better get them glasses checked there, pal, instead of playing
Well,
with colors.
like I said, I'm looking at everything and I'm
Right.
not looking where I should.
I'll be right back, guys.
Unbelievable. I don't know. So I keep getting this thing from Grumpus. I go nowhere with my car. I mean, to the store and back. Everything I need in this area was within 3 miles.
Yeah.
Okay, that's everything. Doctors, you name it. Okay, even a casino. So I go nowhere. Now I keep getting this thing from what the hell's it called again? Carfax.
Yeah.
I
Want to
mean,
buy your car?
no, they keep telling me I need an oil change.
Oh,
I don't go nowhere. Well, I said I don't go nowhere. Well, even though the car sits, the oil deteriorates. You know what? You need another job or another hobby or something there, pal. Leave me alone. Unbelievable. You need to get your tires rotated. But it did make sense though because of the high heat
right.
out here. The tires do
The dry
tires do
rot.
yeah they start dry rotting. I got 11 people in. Wow, good.
Where is
I'm not doing too bad tonight.
Now, Quentin, how you doing? Panchuco, my man, what's cooking?
I keep getting notices that now we didn't buy Vicky's other car. We bought it just from a local, um, just a little, not a dealer, but a little used car
car lot?
Yeah.
lot. Yeah, that's what I'm looking for.
Yeah.
And I keep getting stuff from the Mazda about maintenance on her car, and
Uh-huh.
we got rid of that car a year ago.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
And they keep telling me I'm due for maintenance, and I don't know how they even got my information.
Huh.
That's the other thing. That's the other thing. I mean, this is like the third Kia that we had. Okay, and the last one we traded in, they keep sending Marie about that car. And we have good news. Okay, we're willing to buy your car at this price,
Mm-hmm.
and then there's no way to. Finally, I got talking to somebody who gave me a contact for Verizon, which is very hard to get a hold of.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and they set me up with a deal where they block it. Verizon blocks these phone calls.
Oh.
Okay, and so far it's been working out pretty good. I said I want all these spam calls and all these crazy calls done. It my ex-wife and everybody else that I talk to not to be calling me. So
Oh, Lord.
Quentin, what's in Panchuco?
Panchuco.
What's going on in Panchuco?
Panchuco in Texas. That's Panchuco's here.
Yeah.
I don't know what that is.
You
That's
know who
Eastern Europe.
Panchuco is?
You know who that
Go.
is.
Panchuco.
Well, I probably
Barbecue
should
guy.
know.
No, you know him.
Oh, it's a him.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm trying to think of a town. Panchuco, Texas. Where the heck is that?
It's a
Okay.
little south of Katy.
Oh, my. Oh, my goodness.
That's funny.
All right, I'm back. I'm back down on Earth again.
Are you tired, Grumpus? Goodness.
I was going to say,
I
well,
am
I'll
a
have
little bit,
two.
but I shouldn't be.
I'll have two of what he's having, please.
Yeah. Me too.
I'm not a burrito.
That's
Unbelievable.
hilarious.
Panchuco, what are you drinking tonight? He usually does some nice bourbon or.
Yeah.
Yeah, so the doctor said, so are you still drinking? Do you still drink alcohol?
Yeah.
I said, was I a speeding officer?
Oh, 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 oh.
I said, that ain't none of your damn business what I'm drinking. I said, no, I don't drink like I used to. You know,
Right,
what
right.
the hell does that have to do with anything?
No kidding. What does it have to do with anything?
Yeah.
Old Forester.
Ooh.
Speaking of drinking, so my daughter had a friend come over and help her do something on her house this past week. I think it was Wednesday.
Okay.
So I'm in line. She's in line, excuse me, to pick up the kids, and she always calls me because it's boring and she has to wait. So she'll call me around 2:30. Hey, what's going on? And we're talking, blah blah blah. She says, "Hang on, Mom, I got a phone call." It's her friend that came to help her work on her house that day, who had been drinking beer while he was there, and then she took him out to lunch to say thank you, and he had a couple of beers there. They go back to her house. He leaves to go visit his girlfriend over in Bay St. Louis. Gets pulled over by a state trooper. He's going to jail. Got
Uh-oh.
3 dogs in his car. Or his truck, excuse me.
Can
And
any
he's
one of them
asking
drive?
her,
Yeah, were they drinking too?
no, but he's asking her to go pick up his dogs and get his truck. And she says, well, all right, I'll take care of it. Don't worry. I'll be there in just a minute. Well, the cop's badgering her like, well, how soon can you be here? And she told him, look, I've got my kids in my car. They don't need to meet you. I'm taking them to my mom right now, and I'll be there as soon as I'm done. So that's what I told her to do. I said, look, take the kids, bring me the kids, go get the dogs first. I mean,
Yeah,
how's she
Quentin.
going to get the truck? She's one person. She can't drive but one car at a time. I said, get the dogs first, get them taken care of, and then worry about the truck later. So she gets there. The cop makes her move the truck, won't let him do it. She goes to get in the truck. This is crazy. She's adjusting things and trying to figure out where everything is. Opens the console. There's a mason jar full of weed in the console.
Is there a problem?
He just closed the console and moved the truck like nothing. I said, Mom, I was terrified. I said, well, it wasn't your weed and it wasn't your truck.
Oh, they all say that.
I know. Well, get this. So get this. This is the funny part, okay? Here's the funny part. This guy had a joint in his cigarette pack. So he got charged with possession because it's legal. So when Erica got there, the cop went over to talk to her. He had placed the friend in the front seat of the cruiser, right?
Right next to the shotgun.
I Right. Why he put him in the front seat, I'll never know, but he did.
He's a nice
He's
guy.
sitting there with his handcuffs on, and he knows he's got something in his pocket too. It was a baggie of weed in his pocket. And so he looks around the car. He
Far
says,
out, dude.
this car is trashed. And apparently the cop had not cleaned it in what looked like maybe 6 months or so. So he takes the weed out of his pocket and stuffs it in the door pocket of the cruiser.
So he planted it on the cop and should have made a citizen's arrest.
Yeah.
He told her, he said, oh, it'll be months before he finds it, and he won't know who the heck put it there.
Scissors arrest. Scissors arrest.
Funny.
That
I'm
is
like,
funny.
oh my God. And I asked her, I said, Erica, what kind of people are you hanging out with? What? She says, I guess he's a loser. I don't know, Mom. I said, I wouldn't be hanging out with him, that's for sure. But, I'm different.
I got pulled over one time. They took me out of the car, not for drinking or anything, like just something stupid.
Yeah.
And they said we're gonna have to cuff you.
Uh-oh.
So on the side where I was, where I pulled off, the pavement was
Off.
different.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
So they had me lean up against the cop car. So the cop was going up to my truck, okay, to see something, and he went to walk around, and boom, down he goes.
Oh, no.
Knocked out cold. broke his ankle, but
Oh,
hit his
no.
head, knocked out. Now I got cuffs on, standing behind my back. No way, no how to get to anybody. No, we didn't have cell phones back then. Okay, now what do I do? Okay,
You wait for him to wake up.
he could have been dead. I would have been standing there for hours. So now what happens is they must have been trying to call him. Okay,
Yeah.
he's bleeding. Plus you could see his foot was like twisted.
Sideways. Yeah.
So I said when he does wake up, he's going to have some pain. Maybe I should kick him in the ankle. Right? So next thing you know, 2 or 3 cars come boom barreling up, thinking that there might have been a scuffle.
Right.
Okay, and yeah, this guy was down for the count, and they actually had to take his butt away. They uncuffed me right away.
Really?
Oh yeah. All right, we'll handle it from here. You're free to go. I said, he's got all my paperwork in the car. I ain't free to go do nothing.
Uh-huh.
And then back then, when you would drop the friend of a cop bomb, okay, my brother was chief of police.
Right.
So when I did get my wallet back and I showed the guy the card,
Right.
the chief's card. Oh man, we're sorry this happened. Tell the chief said hello. I ain't telling the chief shit.
Right.
I never knew what happened to the guy after that. But
That's crazy.
I said, holy crap, look at this. Boom, down he went.
What kind of, that was pretty good luck, actually.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, you're charmed.
Yeah, no, not that good.
Well, this guy that it went to jail, he bonded out the next morning, but the guy had 2 German shepherds and this puppy that's like 8 weeks old, bigger than my Dinah, who's 18 years old. Huge puppy, some kind of poodle mix. And my little grandson fell right head over heels for that dog. I mean, instantly. I put him in the car. He looked down and he said, a puppy, Guinea? I said, yes, look at that puppy. My puppy, Mommy got me a puppy. I'm like, uh-oh, we got a problem.
And he likes weed.
Right. So when she gave the dog back to him, she told him that he broke Oliver's heart. He says, well, if I go to jail, Oliver can have the puppy because I don't know when he has to go to court, but he's going to have to eventually. Poor guy.
That's amazing.
But like I told her, look, if you know, play stupid games, win stupid prizes.
That's the chance you take.
You know, I don't know why anybody this day and age is willing to take that kind of chance.
They don't care. I mean, just
I guess they don't. To me, that would be, look, no, I'm not going to jail for nobody, not even myself. I'm not doing that.
sometimes you have no choice. I've known we had the bar. People would come in, and I knew what they were doing in and out of the bathroom. Okay, and we put
Uh-huh.
the rock club had 3 bands
Sure.
playing and stuff, and we would know exactly who it was, and we would take care of that on its own. Okay,
Yeah.
but in the same token, next thing you know, you call the police, they get arrested, the whole bit. Next
Right.
thing you know, they implicate you. Yeah, I mean these no good. How that stuff works. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
so now you got to go through all this aggravation. You got to get a lawyer, the whole bit. So
Right.
you know,
Oh man.
so our philosophy was back in the day was beat them up and lay them on the belly so when they throw up, they don't choke to death. Leave them outside. But
That's fair.
that was the attitude you had to have back then because
Mhm.
I mean there was a lot of cocaine going on.
Oh
Going
yeah.
on and stuff like that. When you're talking to somebody and they're constantly going,
Mm-hmm. You know.
you
You
know,
know.
yeah,
Yeah. What a mess. I'm so
unbelievable.
thankful that I never got involved in that kind of stuff, and
Yeah,
I'm
me
grateful.
too. I've never been around it.
Well, I've seen it a couple of times and been offered it a couple of times. I'm like, nope. I know me. I like that crap too much, and then I'll have a habit I can't afford. You know,
Don't
I
need
know
one
me.
more habit.
I
I
don't
I
need
like
that mess.
I didn't mind weed when I wasn't working or anything like that, just to calm down and stuff. But then I get
Right.
damn hungry, you know.
Yeah, but there's
Minute,
a whole different ball game between weed and all some of this other stuff.
oh
Yeah, I've
yeah,
never tried that either.
I liked my scotch. That was my thing. I like go have my scotch. We get done work, get in the car, run into the city,
Right.
have something to eat, something to drink.
Right.
It never ended. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm. Mhm.
Yeah, but then like everything else, so everything you have phases that you go through.
Yep.
Sure.
Everything
Sure.
has a season.
I'm too old for seasons now. Gardening season. That's what I got.
Well, I am. Let's see. I
I
have
bet
one,
that's
two,
true, Jonesy.
3, 5. I got five hydroponic things going right now, Charlotte.
Oh, do you?
Well, the two that I bought, and
Right.
the other one's from the plastic Tupperware containers or whatever you
Okay.
want to call them.
Okay.
Do I smell a new channel coming on?
No, 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 no,
Hydroponic
Tom's
Tom?
no,
hydroponic.
no, 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 no. How I got high from hydroponics?
The keto hydroponic guru.
No, it's finally the one that we bought. Okay,
Yeah.
back to the root. That's taken a long time for to get that, and that's got the lights hooked up to it. Okay,
Mhm.
the other one, the plastic ones I put together, they're popping up really nice.
No kidding.
Yeah, it's crazy,
Nice.
complete crazy.
Um, I haven't even tried mine yet. I've had one for 2 years, still ain't tried it. And
I no, go ahead.
oh, I was gonna say, I got a whole garden out there. Why do I need hot? But I would like to grow some things that I can't grow in the summertime here, like
Mhm.
cilantro and lettuce, because I can't grow that here in the summertime.
She's got, like I said, and the weather's been really good. I think
Yeah.
we had 3 nights that were like 32 degrees.
Oh wow.
We planted, well, she planted, I didn't plant shit. She
Mm-hmm.
had them grape tomatoes. the
Oh
little
yeah,
ones. They're popping like crazy.
and they're so delicious.
Probably
Gosh,
probably got like maybe 40 of them on the one plant.
are you kidding me?
And then she planted these peppers, okay?
Yeah.
And she goes, "Try this. They're delicious." And like a fool, I bite into it.
Uh
I'm gonna
oh.
see the smoke come out of my ears,
Oh my gosh.
and I know for a fact she didn't try them. I says, "Is this a story?"
Yeah, Jonesy said, try hanging out in the music scene. It's everywhere. Yeah, that's a shame, too.
Yeah,
Good night, Quentin. He's going to cuddle with his wife.
that'll get you nowhere, Quint. Believe me.
No, Poppy just got home today from a 2 week trip out of town to work.
Yeah. How'd
And
that go?
it went well. Yeah, I mean, it is what it is. He got a lot of overtime, and I love overtime. So, but we both fell asleep at about 9 o'clock. And the reason I'm up now is because between him and the dog, I woke up probably 6 times between 9 and whenever I came up here, 12:30. Finally, I said, "Good God, will you be still? Never mind, I'm getting up." I said, "Are you happy now? I'm awake. I'm up. Go ahead and go to sleep." Gosh. And he knows I don't sleep.
We've had the air conditioner on for the past week
Yeah.
at night. I mean,
Oh yeah, mine's hardly ever shut off.
Yeah. Mine's
we
been on probably 2 weeks, maybe a little longer.
it
Um, Go ahead. Go ahead.
no, it started out to where I thought this is going to be an ugly winter because
Right.
it got cold at night and stuff like that. And then next thing you know, I'm in bed with the covers and I'm sweating. What the hell?
Yep.
I got the fan on. I said, "That's bull crap." Boom, hit the AC. And she went, "I thought you were never going to put that on."
That's miserable when you get sleeping and wake up hot as fire. Mm-mm.
I've
Mm,
had my thermostat on heat maybe just half dozen times all winter. And
uh,
that's usually just in the mornings when you know you wake up and it's 63 in the house. So crank the heat up. It warms up to 70,
Takes the chill off.
in
Yeah.
10, 15 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
And then you know, it's going to be in the 70s for the rest of the day. So
Right.
and
AC on.
remember, spring forward tonight.
Yes. Yes. I'm so
Great,
happy.
great.
I am so, so happy.
All of my clocks will be correct now. For 6 months, I know which clocks are off an hour because I get tired of changing them.
I
Yeah.
I I took what do you call it, the masking tape and put it on the microwave. That thing kept on,
Oh my.
so I wouldn't see it. I think this year, I think they're talking about they're going to keep it now all year round.
I sure hope so. But that's probably just for your time zone.
It'd get my vote.
Mine too. Cause
Yeah,
I want just keep the summertime.
yeah.
yeah. I mean, it just
Nice.
Look there,
5 o'clock.
Jonesy bragging here.
We have the windows open, smelling oh, yeah, he's bragging. Goodness gracious.
So I told Marie, break my shorts out.
See, now I live at the beach, and if I open my windows, unfortunately, the beach is south and my house faces east, so all I get is the swamp air.
The walls start sweating.
Yeah, 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 definitely. Ugh.
So I counted it this week.
Mm-hmm.
So it starts at our place on Friday, okay, with the blowers. No more lawnmowers. It's got artificial grass, but they blow the parking lot, okay, and the sidewalks and all that stuff. So that starts Friday, and then it's all day Saturday. My neighbors
Oh
uh,
no.
behind me.
Yeah.
Not Sunday, but then from Monday until Friday again, all around. Marie just looks at me. She says, "Well, you really have mellowed out.
I wouldn't be able to handle that.
You
There's no
really
way.
mellowed out."
No way.
Unbelievable.
And I know, I'm going to be living in a different neighborhood where people actually take care of their yards. And
So you're going to hear the mowers.
so I'm going to hear it, but hopefully it's not at 6:30 in the morning like the guy behind me. He gets on his riding mower at 6:30 in the morning. Not on the weekends, during the week, but still. It's annoying because
Surely he's gonna ride past your house, your new house, on the mower.
don't you say that. I'll throw rocks at him if he does.
Oh
I'm
boy.
going to
I
have
mean,
to.
if they don't do it while you're trying to record, it's all right. But I got airplanes
Usually,
going overhead. Every video I've got out's got airplanes going over it.
right.
And
Um,
then
go ahead.
no, go ahead, Cheryl. I'm sorry.
Well, I was just going to say that it wouldn't be so bad if I wasn't trying to sleep at 6:30 in the morning.
Mm.
But the walls in this house are so thin. I can be laying in my bed at night, no windows open, no nothing, and it sounds like I'm sleeping in a tent outside.
Wow.
That's how loud this house is.
How you
So,
doing, Simon?
Hey, Simon. We had
hey, Simon, it smells like fish.
and
I love
then
the salt air breeze. Go ahead, Tom.
and then I have, I
Hmm.
guess, the neighbors behind me.
Yeah.
They must come home. I don't know, maybe 2 o'clock in the afternoon, 1 o'clock in the afternoon,
Right.
and let the little yapping dog out.
Oh no.
That barks for almost an hour and 45 minutes.
Mm.
So my neighbor upstairs, she's really mellow, really nice woman, the whole bit. And the other day she went, "Shut up!"
Oh, she was aggravated too.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
Unbelievable.
Um, that lady next door to me at my new house has a yapping dog. I hope I hope that's not a problem. I don't think it will be. If I'm inside and I don't hear it, I don't care.
And I'm inside and I hear it, and I can't. Every time I hit the remote on the camera, that little
Mm-hmm.
starts yap 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 yap, and
Yeah.
then you hear the blower, the dog.
Well, the new house is brick, so I think it's gonna buffer a lot of that for me. Just
Yes, you got some decent curtains on the windows that block some of that sound.
well, I will. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Here, no. No, what I have in my bedroom, you ain't gonna believe this. We bought 2-inch insulating foam boards and wrapped 2 walls with it, covered the windows and everything with it. It still sounds like that. It didn't work at all. I thought it was going to work. No, it does not work.
I'll be darned.
It's crazy.
No, well. Yeah, Marie says, "There he goes again." I know.
I think, well, when Poppy climbed up in the attic and told me there was no insulation up there, I was not surprised at all. I kind of wasn't, but I knew that insulation would probably solve 90% of the ills in this house.
And that might be why your wall boards didn't work.
Yeah.
Because
I
there's
mean,
no,
maybe they did work, but it wasn't enough.
it wasn't enough. Yeah.
Because that
But I
sound would
mean,
come right up through the soffits and up through the attic.
right, right. And I've got noise machines all over this house. Got a fan in the bedroom that hums. I've got an actual noise machine that I can turn on and listen to whales mating if I want to in the living room. I've got my headset usually is what I wear here, but it's always
You
something.
want to send me a link to that channel?
Yeah. Oh, Moby.
That,
she picks that up on Whale Hub.
Oh, you humpback honey.
I just think of Nemo. Ooh. Oh my! Yes, I speak whale. Oh my goodness. Oh,
Uh, you never know what we're going to come up with.
you never know.
Oh, Moby,
Well,
you
the other
son
night
of
I was
a...
on Miss Peachnut's channel, and Robin, one of the guests, she's really into these herbs and stuff, and medicinal herbs.
Mhm.
The one that talks about the fire cider all the time.
Yeah.
And she had a whole package of holy basil. Tulsi is the
Uh,
name of it. And it was, she said, I don't know why it's crushed so fine. And she showed it like this, and I looked and I said, wonder if you could snort that. And everybody just lost their mind. And I'm thinking, makes sense to me. I mean,
Little pinch between your cheek and gum.
right?
yeah.
Something.
Get me a germ. Little spritzer. Oh, that's fun. I hate when stuff like that would happen. And back in the day,
Hmm.
somebody died. We all go to the wake.
Oh, yeah.
I had a friend of mine. Okay, for some odd reason, would go to a wake. Okay, and like a nervous tick or something, but he'd start giggling, start laughing.
Oh, no.
So so we're up at a friend of ours, their father. We both go up and kneel down like that, and he went.
Oh, no.
I went, don't you dare, you red bitch. He had his head down. He's bent like that. And I'm walking him through. Okay. And, back then you get dressed up and stuff. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Shirt and tie, the whole bit.
Hmm.
And I'm walking. He's got his head down. And they said, oh, I didn't know Mikey took it that bad, that he knew him that well. You
Oh,
don't know the
my
half of it, you
goodness.
friggin' idiot.
Oh,
Like,
no.
push him, you freaking moron. You want to get me killed? Laughing at the old man. But that's what happened every time we go. Nobody wanted. He called, hey, Garb, you're going to go to the wake? Not with you,
Not with you.
freaking Henny Youngman.
Good Lord. I can't imagine doing that or being with anybody who just does that.
The first time, he did it, and we're all our friends. I'm
Yeah.
looking at him
Like,
and
what
I'm
the devil
saying,
is wrong with you?
yeah. He said, I don't know what happened. Then he bust out laughing again. Oh, Jesus. Right, you're going to get us killed.
That's how he handles the nerves, huh?
I
Yeah.
guess, yeah. Why not laugh it off? Oh,
And then you got Guido over there eyeballing him.
what in the hell are you laughing at? Unbelievable. Nobody goes to funerals no more. Nobody goes to wakes no more.
No, you know what they do? They're tired of being ripped off by funeral companies, so they're having them cremated and having a funeral at the house.
Yep. Just a little
They
memorial.
are sick of it, and I don't blame them. I'm
Mhm.
not putting $20,000 in a hole in the ground. I'm not doing it.
No, you're right. You're 100% right. And what is it? Almost $7,000 to be cremated.
Yeah,
It's something like that.
yeah,
Yeah.
it's high and it's ridiculous. And
I told Marie, I says, you see any signs of me getting ready to kick? Get a pig.
right,
Okay. We'll have some cookout. Set my ass on fire. Yep.
goodness.
Unbelievable. That's hysterical. Really
But
is.
it's really a great way to usurp the system that's always been.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's genius that these people figured out how to get one ahead.
Matter of fact, you don't even see no more funeral processions.
We see them occasionally here.
No.
And people are so dumb they don't know that they're supposed to turn their or pull over and turn their lights on or whatever you're supposed to do.
Yeah.
See, I don't know either, but I know you pull over.
Yeah. I mean, it's just, I don't know. All that stuff has died. You know what I
It
mean?
has.
Do you remember back in the day when people got married? They all had their little dolls on the front of the car. And the cars had streamers
Oh
and
yeah,
Oh, the cans in the back and all that. Yeah.
yeah, they don't do that
yeah.
anymore. But
My
they,
ex-husband was arrested the night before we got married. This is a true story.
That was a sign, wasn't it?
yeah, it was.
Should have been. He was an all right guy. He didn't get arrested for nothing stupid. What happened was his insurance lapsed and he didn't know it. So he went and he got another insurance policy. He had no idea his license was suspended. And they pulled him over for having, I don't know, a tail
Well, music.
out or something. And he had to go to jail for it. So I bailed him out the next morning. It was all a big deal, He got himself ready. We went and got married, blah, blah, blah. But I'll tell you what, I forget where I was going with this story now. Shoot. Oh, when they decorated the car for us to leave in, they put all the beer cans on the back of it. They wrote in shoe polish, jailbird on his side and jailbait on my side.
No, that's pretty good.
Yeah.
I got pictures of that somewhere. It was pretty funny.
That's pretty funny.
Yeah, but they don't do that no more. Now what they do is the best man is actually an attorney. So
Oh my goodness.
a divorce attorney.
Right. Well,
Well, me and
you ever
Marie got
need
married.
one?
When me and Marie got married, it was a nor'easter blowing. Okay,
Yeah.
it was Friday the 13th,
Oh my
and
goodness.
the mayor that was supposed to marry us, he was in jail because he got indicted,
Oh
right,
geez.
for fraud. And the woman that was standing in for him, okay, the temporary mayor, come to find out she was a fraud too. So she wasn't even supposed to be acting mayor.
Oh no.
So I told Maria, I says, here's what happens. We ever split up and we go to court, we're going to nullify everything because guess what?
It didn't happen. 2
fraudsters.
Right.
And instead of her kissing me, you may kiss the bride, she puts her hand out for me to shake her hand. What the frick are we doing? Running for office here?
Are you serious?
Yeah.
That's funny.
Unbelievable.
Well, you get nervous in those situations, and I understand how somebody could get a little confused,
Nice, mild mannered guy like me, right?
right? I know when me and Poppy got married, I couldn't stop. I had the giggles, and I could not stop. I just could not stop. And I feel so bad about it still to this day, but there was nothing I could do, kind of like your friend at the wake. I just couldn't stop laughing. And all that was going through my head, this is crazy. We got married in a small town in Georgia, and we went to get our marriage license, and the lady asked us what was our relationship. And Wesley looked at me, and I looked at him, and I said, I don't know how to answer this question. And he says, well, I think it's pretty good. And I said, well, I don't think that's what they mean. So he asked her, hey, what's question number 4 mean? Oh, we want to know if you're related. And I looked at her and I said, isn't that illegal? Oh, no, I married second cousins just the other day. I said, don't ever tell anybody that again. And so that was running through my mind the whole time because the next step was we'd go over there in the little chapel and get married. And I'm just laughing my ever-loving behind off because this bunch of inbreds marries people that they ain't supposed to marry,
That
What are we looking at, Tom?
That's the night we got married. That day we got married. That's my buddy. He's passed by now.
Oh, look at that.
But that was the ticket that they gave us, saying that we come back and get the license later on.
Oh, wow.
It's like it's a license check, code check.
That's hilarious. You look so young there, Tom.
Yeah,
Goodness.
young and stupid.
I gotta go get my charger. I'll be back.
That's funny. And I'm gonna see if I can find her, Miss happy. Yeah, here it is.
Oh, look at there.
She looks like a ghost.
Yeah, you clean up real nice, Tom.
Unbelievable.
Aw, look at that.
She said, "What'd she say? Make sure you say I do." I said I did. The funny part was that we were supposed to get married 4 years before that,
Oh,
and she said, "Are we going to set a date?" I said, "No, I don't want to do it now. It was too busy." She looked at me like I had 9 heads. What do you mean you don't want to do it now? I don't want to do it now. I don't want to get married right now. Too funny.
well, I just went in there to get my charger, and him and the dog are sleeping like babies. Do you know how tempting it was to make a whole bunch of racket and slam the door shut? But I did not. I did not. I let that sleeping dog lie.
Literally.
Yeah.
Both of them.
Well, he's going to be mad with me in the morning whenever I'm exhausted because I packed half the house tonight. And he's going to be mad because I don't want to hang out with him tomorrow. Well, that's just too bad. Sucker, you should have let me sleep.
Eh,
So how you doing on your packing?
Well, I'm kind of stalled. And I'll tell you why. My living room's full of boxes and it's so overwhelming that I can't even imagine putting another one in there. They got to go before I can start over again. So
I can understand that.
he's going to get up in the morning and move all that stuff to storage so that I can start back.
That's what I was thinking, Radio Jonesy.
Tom Selleck, yeah.
they, when you're moving like that, even when I worked for Mayflower down there, moving the offices and stuff.
Right.
So you would go in, you would look in a bookcase, and the standard was, okay, you would give them 10 boxes. That would be the standard. That came in with that. So what they would do is you give them the boxes and a label,
Right.
and each floor had a different label, but then you would write the numbers on it and do it that way. And you'd be surprised, even in an office building, people in their offices would need more boxes.
Oh yeah.
Well, yeah.
And
In the office?
if that was the case, okay, then each box would be extra.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, that's how.
Well,
that's how we
I
do it.
bought 10 large, 10 medium, and 10 small. I'm going to go buy 10 large, 10 medium, and 10 small.
Yeah.
Well, it's amazing how much stuff people can end up having in their offices.
Yes, it is.
Now I bought this paper shredder, okay, to go through. I mean, have years and years and stuff. Okay, that I started shredding, and the thing said, "I quit."
Oh, no.
And you have to let it cool down a whole bit, and I still got a ton of it.
Oh,
You know,
wow.
I said to Marie, it might be just easy enough. Let me go around the corner because they got these little grills, these
Yeah.
charcoal grills all around. I said it might even be easier for me to go around and burn something,
And
act like
burn it.
like I'm gonna cook something. Okay, my luck, the wind would kick up and I burned the place down. That's my.
All them ashes will blow up on somebody else's balcony, and just
You're
it
darn right.
have your name on one corner.
Just one
Right.
with this address.
Oh, jeez.
So Charlotte, have you if you all close on the 20th, have you decided when you're going to start moving in?
Uh,
Are you going to start
Probably-
moving in on the 20th? Are you going to give it a few weeks to paint or what?
well, I can't do that. I can't paint right away because I'm a firm believer because I've done this a few times. This is not my first rodeo.
Yeah.
And I know if I go in there and pick a paint color, in 3 months I'll be so sick of it I want to throw up. And I'll say, we need to paint that again because that's ugly. I'm not doing that.
Right.
I'm
Okay,
going
that
to
makes
paint-
sense.
I'm going to wait about 6 months before I do anything to that house. I'll work in the yard. I will do other things, but I'm not. Yeah, I bought two shower curtains and I bought two rugs for the bathrooms, one each, and something else. Oh, I bought a cat door to go out to the garage. That's all I'm buying for this new house
There you go.
until it tells me what it needs.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
I
So, I
every
mean,
house that we bought and flipped, I would go in, move in, and I'd paint it white.
yeah,
Everything white. Bathrooms, everything. And then if we wanted to paint it something or another color, I said,
uh-huh,
Marie, I'd rather you buy colored curtains or
Yeah.
pictures and some other color to put on it, but it's
mhm.
going to be white. It's going to be high gloss or gloss.
Yes, because it scrubs easier.
The ceiling I did with the whole thing was
Yeah,
one. It was easy to buy a couple 5 gallon buckets of paint and run through it
right.
in, fix what I had to fix, bang it for sale sign in it, move
I
on to the
don't
next
want
one.
my walls stark white, but I would like them to be light in color, very light,
Yeah.
very pale, whatever color I choose. It'll probably, I don't like gray at all. And I
Mm.
know everybody and their mother paints gray rooms in their houses, and it just makes me crazy. Why would you want to live in a place that feels like a thunderstorm all day long, every day?
Yeah. Now see this right here. This is a nice
Yeah,
tan color. The reason why I did it white all the time, all of them, because I di- I didn't have to put any kills on it. I didn't have to put any primer on it.
right.
Okay, just this semi gloss or satin, whatever.
Mhm,
Okay,
mhm.
on it went, and that was the end of it.
Right.
Now, if she wanted to later on down the road wanted to color it and this and that, no need to leave it white. What do you, I mean? It to me it doesn't make sense making them colors. It really doesn't.
Right.
Something goes wrong, then you got to match the color again, and that's when you run into trouble. So
Yeah,
Yeah.
but it's just, it's, gosh, Tom, it's so easy to just change the color. It it's just paint. You
yeah, I
know?
know, but I know, but then you get either got to prime it because it'll bleed through, and
Right,
you know
right.
you don't know if somebody was a smoker in the house. You don't know how much cooking they did with oils and stuff like that.
Right, right.
That has a lot to do with it. So I would go in there and just whack it real hard. If it needed a second coat in certain rooms, I'd give it a second coat. Other than that,
Right.
and then bang it.
Well, um the reason that it is going to get painted eventually is because it's a yellowy beige color, and it reminds me of what it looks like when somebody, it doesn't smell like smoke at all,
Hmm.
but it looks like that.
Got that
And
nicotine tint.
Yeah,
yes,
Yeah.
and I don't care for that. I want to
yeah,
brighten it up just a little bit.
yeah. And the reason why I was doing that is because we had apartment houses. We had 8 apartment houses. Okay,
Mhm.
and that we would go in, somebody move out, boom, go in, paint it up white, move on to the next one. People
Mhm.
would say, "Well, can I color? Can I do a color in the bedroom?" Yeah, but it's going to cost you. We got to go in
Yeah.
and paint it back out white again. You know what I mean? So that
Mhm.
was just force of habit. Can you have a color? Yeah, I have, just these are tan walls in here. I mean,
Right.
not a problem. And what drives me nuts about this place,
Uh-huh.
they spray everything. Everything's sprayed. They tape it off and they spray it in the
Mhm.
bathroom by the door by the light switch. They miss the spot.
Over, oh, oh.
And you can see every day I come out of the shower and I say, I like that punch him right. You can't match it now.
No. No.
Okay. So,
Um that's something I despise, is having to go behind people and fix their work.
yeah.
I
Oh,
don't
me too.
I don't like that. And it'll probably make me real mad if I have to do that.
See, that makes me mad because I walk on water. You know what I mean? So,
Right, right, exactly. And me too. Me too. I
uh,
understand perfectly. But sometimes you do. You just got to go fix other people's trash.
Marie says to me, I am too meticulous with things, and that I can pick things out see
Mhm.
things that people wouldn't see that.
Wouldn't even look at. Right.
And the reason why that came up is because we're watching a video, both
Mhm.
laying in bed watching YouTube, and it
Mhm.
was about how when the Italians came over,
Mhm.
okay, and what they ate.
Okay.
Okay, Italian food for people who lived in the tenement homes and stuff like that. So we're watching. You could tell it was basically AI, like the talking points and stuff like that, the
Mhm.
way it was put together.
Mhm.
And we were maybe 10 minutes into watching it. I said, "This is bullcrap. What do you mean? This is what my parents went through, and my grandparents and stuff like that."
Mhm.
She said, "What would make you want to say that?" I had the remote and I rewound it. I said, "Because they didn't have paper towels hanging up in the kitchens back in 1919."
That's
I see
true.
stuff like that. Vicky gets so tired watching a movie with me. I'll back it up and do the same thing. Say, look at this. Look at that. They're riding off into the sunset on horseback, and there's a jet trail, and they going through the clouds.
She said, "Son of a gun," she said, I would have never seen that. I said, "'Cause
Yeah.
you're looking at the food. I'm looking at the surroundings." You
Yeah.
know, I mean, just I don't know. But we
Right.
laughed about it because I can pick stuff out. I mean, it's just unbelievable. This is going to sound nuts, okay? Do my videos and stuff like that, and I'll look at with the close-ups and stuff. I see faces in some of the food.
What?
I know
I
what you're talking about.
I can see faces sometimes in the food.
No kidding.
Yeah.
Hey,
Hey,
Susie, how you doing?
Hey,
hey,
Susie,
people.
how are you doing?
She says there is something wrong with you. I, I reverse it. Okay. What's that look like right there?
Yeah.
Son of a gun! It does look like.
Now that you say it, you
Yeah.
can't see nothing but that.
The other night we were looking at something. I forget what it was. A piece of meat or something like that. And just the way the sauce went on it or whatever. I said, "That's W.C. Fields with the hat and the whole bit."
Mhm. Oh,
She's
wow.
so then she starts breaking my chops. "How'd you do that?" I said, "With a real fine brush." You know, unbelievable.
No, but I am very excited to get the devil out of here. Gosh.
Yeah, I mean, that's
She says she can see it too.
yeah.
She said it's not crazy. Well, I'll tell you this. Okay, so I was on a diamond painting live stream, and the girl was showing pictures of, well, video actually, of her backyard during a beautiful snow event. And there were some trees in her backyard, and there was like a tree here, and then a tree kind of way up here behind everything,
Hmm.
and it looked like Bigfoot. And I said, "You got Bigfoot in your backyard." She said, "What?" I said, "That tree back there, that big tall one looks like Bigfoot to me." And she said, "Charlotte, I couldn't sleep for 3 nights in a row looking out there trying to see Bigfoot." I said, "Well, I'm sorry."
And what makes me laugh, you can look for this on YouTube. Johnny Carson one night had this old lady on who collected potato chips that
Yes.
looked like someone.
Yes. Yes, I remember that.
She's showing all the different faces. Oh, look at this and look at that, and you can really see it.
Right.
She was looking at one and she says, "This is my prized possession, this one," and put it down. She looked over at Eggman Man, and Carson went behind and bit into a potato chip.
You
She
had a
went like,
bag. You had a bag behind him.
"Eh."
Oh my goodness. That's hilarious.
It's
I don't
funny stuff.
remember that part, but
Yeah,
I do remember the little old lady.
that's some funny stuff.
Y'all, I bought me. Okay, so y'all know I bought a Cara Cara orange tree last year. And it grew and it made 2 oranges. Well, I tasted one of them. I gave one away and I tasted one of them. And it was probably the best orange I've ever had in my entire life. I don't know
Mm.
why. It's beautiful. It's kind of pinkish orange on the inside. It is a gorgeous orange, perfectly round. Just there, everything about it was amazing. The flavor was through the roof orangey, and sweeter than an orange that you get from like the grocery store. So I said, there's no way. It was just because I was orange deprived that it tasted so good, right? So I bought a whole bag of them from the grocery store just to see.
Uh-huh.
I'm not lying. It is the best orange I've ever had in my life. I
And
ate
what
3
kind
of
are
them
they?
today. Cara, Cara, Cara.
Cara,
Um,
Cara.
they're a
Para me
little bit pricey.
one.
I think I was paid $5.19 for a bag of them, but I just had to try. Next year, I'm gonna get more of them oranges on that little tree because it's going in. Well, I don't know if I'm gonna put it in the ground, but I'm gonna put it in a bigger pot.
So is it in the ground now?
No, it's in a pot.
Okay. How many seasons did it take before it finally fruited?
First one.
Really?
Yeah, I just bought it last year. It had
Okay.
flowers on it when it got here. Smelled amazing. So, and I think I'm going to buy a mango tree. I know that it's probably going to suffer up here. I'm not going to put it in the ground. And if I do put it in the ground, I'm going to build a structure around it so that I can cover it with frost cloth
Yeah.
and maybe even wire up some way to put, like, I don't know, a heater or something in there on nights that it gets below. It says that they don't like temperatures below 40. They don't like it, but they can handle it down to about 30.
I mean, if you can wrap it up with some plastic or something, you can put an incandescent light, just one of them
Mm,
reflector lights,
mm-hmm.
put in
Mhm.
there. The hard part, finding incandescent, but
Yeah.
Yes.
that'd put off enough heat in a sealed spot like that.
What I would probably do is get one of them red chicken lights, the heat lamp
There you
light,
go.
Yeah, there you go.
and put that in there. Yeah.
Yeah. Hey, Grumpus. Your background's making my lung hurt.
I've been coughing ever since I put it on. Huh?
I
We
think it's
figured.
so pretty. I love it.
We figured you'd be here. Remember that commercial about the smoking? The
I
guys,
don't remember that one.
two gunfighters are getting ready to go at it, and the one guy had a cigarette in his mouth. He started coughing. We'd figured you'd be here.
Oh my goodness.
How about that? Was that
Susie,
better?
we were
No.
on Tom's channel last week because Grumpus was at the rodeo and the barbecue cook-off there in Houston. So Tom took over for Grumpus last week. So we decided Grumpus was going to live stream and then I'll go next week. So
Because
we
I
just
was,
had a little mix up, just we mixed it up a bit and
I
now we're
was,
going to be back on track.
I was Jay Leno filling in for
Yeah,
Johnny Carson.
that's right. That's right.
Well, we need to get together, Charlotte, and figure out how to do this thing.
Yeah. Well, I don't,
I think we're going to have to get on the phone together because we're going to have to exchange some sort of code numbers and stuff on from
Evie Mux.
YouTube.
Oh,
EV Mux is still going through YouTube.
uh-huh.
So I think we're both going to have to go onto that so we can share our numbers.
Okay. Okay.
And
You
I mean,
just tell me what to do and I'll do it. But
well, I'm not sure what to do.
that's okay. We'll
Maybe
figure it
that
out.
ought to be a good show one night.
Between the two of us, we can figure that out. Well, you know what we could do is we could do a live stream and go private and do it, that way.
Yeah, we could do it on a live stream, and just swap our information on Instagram or something.
Right. Well, Susie, now it wasn't intentional. It was kind of a last minute call, wasn't it, Tom?
Yep.
Because I was completely elbows deep in helping my son get his room squared away so he could start packing. Lost track of time and realized it was almost time to go live. And I texted Tom and I said, Tom, how about you do this for us?
And
And
I
he
posted
said,
it too.
I got this. I got this. I said, okay, thank you. I'll be there in a little bit.
I was a little hurt when I didn't see Peaches at the cook off.
Oh,
Grumpus,
okay.
that's another thing I'm going to look into that Riverside. Now, what you were talking about
Yeah.
to commingle it, Riverside does that
Oh, it does.
automatically.
Oh,
Yeah,
Well, I
and
mean,
make
we have to set up as not a team, but I don't know what the phrase is.
Co-conspirators.
They've all got their own terminology.
Uh-huh.
But I think it's a set at once and you're done. I think,
Oh,
Charlotte.
okay. Okay.
well,
So
What
we could do
about
it on EV Mux and we could do it on StreamYard.
right?
StreamYard was going to do that. Well, did that, but you had to have the paid version.
Right.
So I when I was on StreamYard, I could turn around and all three of you would all two of you would have been it
Co-streaming.
would have went on to your channels.
Yeah, but I would have had to, all three of us would have had to pay, right?
Ro-
No,
No, just one.
just
Okay,
one.
well, yeah, I think EV Mux, I think Charlotte can jump on for free.
Yeah. So it is a little. I'm going to look into the Riverside. I mean,
Why
Mm-hmm.
not?
Why not? Yeah.
it has a lot of bells and whistles and stuff,
You might as well use all the platforms that you can, you know.
and this like now was giving me a hard time. See, because even with my settings, Grumpus, they didn't even
Mhm.
go up and like you told me. Oh, something's going on here.
Mhm.
We'll see, Josie.
Take care, Jones.
Good night, Jonesy. We'll see you later.
So I'm going to check it out, see what happens.
I think Peaches had a birthday or two. She's forgetting stuff.
Yeah.
Oh goodness.
Too
And it's
much.
starting to thunder here.
Well, you may be getting that storm we got earlier.
Probably.
Was that hit about, I don't know, 3 o'clock, 3 or 4
Yeah.
o'clock, something like that?
I was on the phone with Mona when it started raining at her house. And she put some buckets out there to catch some rainwater for her garden.
Now, Mona was in here earlier.
Oh, was she?
Yeah.
If you're still here, Mona, wave.
No, something happened. They said my birthday was February 3rd. It's September 29th. I'm like, don't rush this, okay? February 3rd. How did somebody get that turned around? I wish my birthday was not 4 days after Christmas. But that's what I got.
Well, I wish mine wasn't on a holiday because I
Right?
kind of got screwed out of a day off.
Yeah, you did. You sure did. But you get the fireworks.
Yeah,
I mean, what kind? That's a heck of a party right there.
y'all
Like,
get the day off on my birthday.
yes.
You're
Thank you.
you're welcome.
Yeah, appreciate it.
Thank you.
Told me my year was 1997 and I was okay with it. Till I realized, no, that's my son's year. I have a son that was born in 97. Oh,
I got
hear
baby.
that.
older than that.
I could hear that thunder.
Well, I got a daughter born in 86, and the last one was born in 2008. That was quite a 3 decades. I promise.
I think you had a pretty good run.
Yeah,
Sound
ready.
like you didn't run fast enough.
I didn't. I didn't. I sure didn't. But this boy, he's wanting to get a job now, finally. I
That'd
just
be
don't.
good for him.
He's tired of packing.
Right. Me and Wesley were just talking tonight about letting him go on ahead and get his driver's license so he can get a job. But I told him, I said, look, until his grades improve, he won't be driving for fun. He'll have to drive just to get back and forth to work, and that's it.
Yeah, my mom would take me to work and pick me up.
Well, Poppy would, but a lot of these places, um, well, I don't know.
I
Poppy,
hated it, but that's the way
yeah,
it was. If I wanted a car, I was going to have to pay for it.
right.
So
Well,
what
he's
comes
got
first,
the
the car
car.
or the job?
He's got a car, so he's good in that department. It's just I'm very firm on I don't want him to have a license until either he's 18 or his grades improve.
Well,
And
that's a pretty good incentive. I mean, I'd have sold my grandma for wheels.
no kidding. But these kids today, they don't have that
I don't get it.
independent streak that we had.
I don't get it.
I
I
don't
couldn't.
either.
I didn't get to go anywhere. I mean, that was freedom. A set of wheels was freedom.
Oh, heck yeah. It
And
was.
I know people that's got kids, and they're 30s and never had a driver's license, never drove.
Okay, there's something wrong with them kids.
And I just don't get it. Well, I mean,
I mean, if
they've got
look,
good chauffeurs, I guess.
well, there you go. There you go. And Violet, she's worked 3 days at Walgreens now.
Yeah.
Cool.
And she said, Mom, that is a soul sucking job.
Welcome to the real world.
That's what I said. I said, that's because it's called work, honey. She goes, well, I'm going to college, so I don't have to feel like that every day when I go to work. I said, yeah, just give it time.
Yeah.
Give it time. But she, did I tell y'all about her going to talk to the band director at the high school?
Uh-uh.
Let me tell you what little Miss Priss did. I think it was last weekend. It might not have been last weekend. Might have been Monday night. She had to pick. It was during the school week this week. She had to go pick Murphy up from a band concert after she got out of school. And so she went on a date with her boyfriend. By 7 o'clock, she was there at the school picking him up. And I could tell on my Life 360 where she was. Well, they were there for a long time. So I called her and I said, what is taking you so long? Are you in the band hall practicing on the marimba or something? She said, well, I am right now, but I want to stay and talk to Cannon for a minute. I said, okay. Cannon is the band director. Nobody calls him Mister. They just call him Cannon. And so she come home. Girl was beaming. Fireworks going off in them little eyes. Just so happy. And she goes, I got to tell you what happened, Mom. I got to tell you. This is crazy. This is crazy. I said, well, what happened? Apparently, she waited till he was done with all the kids, went in his office, shut the door, sat down, and said, why didn't you respond to my resume?
Ooh.
And he said something. I don't know what it was.
Why you?
Right. Well, she said, look, I've wanted to be a tech for this band ever since I was in the 9th grade. And I've told you that since I was in the 9th grade. And you had somebody else. Well, now you had to fire her. I'm a tech now. And I've been talking to this band director, dropping names all over the Mississippi Gulf Coast. I'm in the Biloxi Civic Orchestra playing percussion. I'm going to school for a music degree. I'm in my 2nd year, blah, blah, blah. I just went off on him and said, and I want to tech for you. And I will do it for free. He said,
Wrong answer.
that's what I said. Well, he told her, he said, be here at the end of May and you can pick my front line. He said, by the time July rolls around, we'll have you set up with the school board and you can be my tech.
Wow.
So she is.
Any De Niro?
Yeah. Is it still
yeah,
for free?
Yeah. No, she'll be paid. She'll be paid.
I would have
Yeah.
to have a sit down with her about that one.
I know, right? She would have done it for free, Tom. She didn't care.
Yeah, it ain't
Problem
paying her
is-
phone bill though.
Exactly. Problem is, I'm not paying the phone bill again, so there's that. But she was talking about working at Walgreens and doing that at the same time and how hard it would be. I said, look, I don't care if you stay at Walgreens or not. What I want you to have is a constant job. I said, and if you can work at a restaurant on the days that you're off from teching, because that's not going to pay a lot. Hey, Notables Radio, how are you doing? Welcome,
Looky
welcome.
here. Welcome.
From Chile.
Chile.
Wow. Wow.
I talked to my daughter first time in a couple of weeks.
Yeah.
And, I said, what's going on? Everything okay? Blah, blah, blah. She
Right.
said, well, I went from working, minimum hours,
Right.
almost like a part-time job,
Yeah.
to 6 days a week now.
Oh, wow.
Great.
Yeah, she said, and still working nights and everything else like that. She said
Hmm.
they can't keep people.
Oh.
They can't keep people whatsoever. So her talking
Those are the
about
best kind of jobs to have when everybody else sets the bar low.
yeah.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So yeah, exactly. So the takeaway from that was is that you have to wear a uniform. Okay, they do your laundry. You drop your uniform off. They do their laundry there. You get an hour for lunch. They cook for you from one of the restaurants there. Okay, and it's just I mean just all these little bells and whistles that they have. All these different incentives and stuff like that.
Sweet.
I said, man, I said if I wasn't scratching at the walls right now,
Yeah.
knocking on heaven's door, I said I would like to look into that.
Well, I told Violet the same thing about Walgreens. I said, if you don't want to work there, I'll go get a second or a little part-time job there.
Yeah,
I don't mind people not bothering me and them trying to suck my soul. I don't care as long as they're paying me $15 an hour. I'll go do their job.
it's not
Yeah.
bad
It don't
money.
bother me a bit. And that's what I told her. I said, you don't understand something. A job is to go make money, bring it home, leave the job there, and that's what you can do in this environment.
I mean, it's called a job. You don't. I don't wake up
Right.
every morning and go to holiday.
Yeah,
Get up and go to
Right.
work.
You work. Right.
I said to her, I said how how's it going? She says,
Hmm.
well, one lady got fired because she goofed up on $127,000 payout.
Oh my goodness.
I said, boy, I said, thinking to myself, I said, you know what? I'm going to tell her this anyway.
Oof.
That ever happens to you, text me, okay? I'll wait for that bum to come walking out the door.
Right.
127 grand.
Right.
But that's,
No notables. I understand your confusion. We don't know what they are either.
We're just a bunch of old folks hanging out on the internet, keeping each other company in the middle of the night.
We'll latch on to anything that flies by.
That's
mhm.
right. That's right. Um, well, Tom, is she liking the job?
Yeah. I mean, she has no choice, but she does.
Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah. Well, if it's working for her, good for her.
yeah, yeah.
You know,
Like I said to her, I said,
paying the bills, that's what it's meant to do.
you have no choice whatsoever. I said, so,
Hmm.
um, if anything happens, you and the boys can't move here with me. It just can't happen.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
I'm going to be 72 and I can't afford to be buying a house
Right.
at this age. Okay. You know,
Yeah.
just, it's not feasible. So,
Yeah, I just refuse to do it.
I wouldn't
yeah,
do it.
yeah.
Notables. I have a YouTube channel. I do backyard barbecue. Tom, explain your channels.
I have one that's keto cooking. Also, I have another one, Sunday Dinner Chef. Okay. Obviously, I'm a retired chef, and it's mostly all about cooking. Charlotte?
Oh, I don't even know. Well, my channel is about my life here on the Mississippi Gulf Coast in the United States and all the things I do here. I crochet and garden and just a bunch of just old lady stuff. And I
And,
talk while I'm doing it. So,
and sometimes we'll even touch on some of those topics.
hmm. Hmm.
But
Hmm.
I'm glad to see you here.
Yeah.
We're here every Saturday night.
Yep.
If I'm hosting, we usually start around 11 or so. Charlotte likes to start around 9:30, 10 o'clock, something like
Hmm.
that. Tom jumps in here and subs for us every once in a while.
Yes, indeed.
Yeah.
So
I'm like a
yeah,
one
just
legged.
subscribe to all of us, and you'll know when we go live.
Right?
Yeah. There you go. Let me see something.
I haven't seen Jen here or Jane.
No.
No, Jen's not here tonight, is she?
But Charlotte's channel is Gulf Coast Granny, just like on the screen. and mine's just like on the screen.
Right.
And Tom's the keto cook.
Go get his
Yeah.
link.
I'm just trying to see YouTube here. Where is it at? Huh. Oh, there it is, way back here.
I don't think Mona's still here.
No, probably not. Okay. Copy. Where'd you go there? I hope it
Yeah.
lets me do this. Oh, booger. It's not going to let me do it there. Hang on. Grumpus. Where are you?
Here, present.
I see you. I just got to turn the volume off. There we go. Okay.
Peaches, the schedule is I usually start around 11, and I'm usually running a little bit late.
I
And
just
Charlotte
posted
usually hits
Tom's
around.
channel, the Sunday
Charlotte.
Dinner Chef,
Yep, there you go.
and I'm about to post his other channel.
And then Susie, the schedule is me and Charlotte usually go every other week.
Mm-hmm.
We trade off.
Mm-hmm.
But if you're subscribed to both of us, then you should be getting notifications.
Okay.
And if you're not subscribed, well, that's something else
Well,
we
shame
need to
on
talk
you.
about.
Shame on you. And there is Tom's other channel, Tom Garvey, the Keto Cook.
When he's sober.
When he's sober. Well, thank you, Notables.
Notable's got 19 subscribers.
Awesome. I'm just trying to figure out when I can put in a live where I don't. Hey, no, Susie, don't do that. Don't do that. You go live when you need to go live.
You ain't stepping on nobody's toes. Don't
You're
worry
not
about
stepping
that.
on nobody's toes or anything. And if we're available, we'll be there.
Yep.
And if we're not, we'll catch it on the replay. You know?
I'm thinking about doing Friday night or late Friday afternoon.
Okay.
A
Okay.
little bit, you know. But I don't know. Things change.
I know. I know they do. You know, you have a good opportunity to get a great daytime audience, though, Tom. You know?
That's exactly. I do the podcast. That really helped me out a lot.
Mm-hmm.
But also with the live, I learned the lesson with Mike and them guys every Wednesday that we were doing it, and we would go up live and stuff like that, and then between all of them, and they would get off topic. You know,
Mm-hmm.
it's supposed to be about keto, and they would get off about talking about this baseball and stuff like that. I didn't want that. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
for that to get started. But anyway, I mean, it just
Well, and I think, too, that's where having control of your live stream comes in. You know, you're going to have to, you got to be firm with people sometimes. I'm not.
Just
I'm
have to
like you.
direct
I'll
them
talk
back.
to anybody about anything.
yeah.
But and let me get Grumpus's channel up here. Well, I do have Grumpus's channel up here, sort
I
of.
think you put it up.
Yeah.
Did I? No, I didn't do yours yet.
You didn't?
I'm about to.
Oh, okay.
Sorry. Let's see.
So I'm going to test out Riverside this week.
Okay.
Good. I'd be interested to see how that works out for
Me
you.
too.
I'm gonna try give it a shot.
Because I saw Michael's video,
Mm-hmm.
and I was thinking during the video, I thought, well, I hope Tom catches this because it sounds more up to your alley
Mm-hmm.
than mine.
And the thing of it is like now tonight with my audio problem. So when I turned around, Grumpus, and I did my podcast, put it over on to my editor, started listening to it. I do my intro and all stuff like that. Started listening to it, and the volume is way down. So luckily on my editor, I can adjust the the volumes and stuff
Oh. Mm-hmm.
in there, or else I would have been shot.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I'm saying. They don't let you know if you're having a problem with any of that
Yeah.
kind of stuff. You know that it was shut down for some. They sent me a message because I complained about it
Mm-hmm.
2 weeks ago, and they sent me an email that, oh, well, that day we were, or that date we were updating
The web page.
the web
Yeah.
page.
Yeah.
How about letting somebody know?
Right.
You know, when you want to get paid, everything is right there. I have everything ready for you. All
Right.
right, in that situation. So
Well, I agree. There should be some sort of notification somewhere because, I mean,
Yeah.
the problem, I can understand things pop up. I mean, just us trying to do this, things pop up once in a while.
yeah,
So I can understand if they have an issue. But the problem is, by the time we figure out it's their problem, I've done screwed up so many settings here that
On your own
I'll
computer.
never be able
Right.
to go back and get them back where they was.
Right.
no, you're
Right.
100% right. Yeah, and from doing this for a while now, you know which way to go now to go look at it.
Yeah.
So now every time I turn on EVMux, now I got to go to the settings, make sure everything is set,
Mm-hmm.
the whole bit, even with the camera.
Mm.
Yeah,
Okay,
well, I do that usually before I go live. I have to go back through everything because you're running like I am. I mean, we're running through OBS. I got to make sure OBS set up first,
mm-hmm.
I need to figure out how to do
and
that
then
because
and
I think maybe if I went through OBS, that it
Get somebody in
would.
the basement.
What am I trying to say? It
Grumpus,
might play nicer with my Mac.
well, it might because basically you're using OBS
Mm-hmm.
as a camera.
Look at that beautiful dog,
Grumpus, you get somebody in the basement.
I'm gonna make some room for him here.
Claudio.
Let's see. Let's get rid of that. Claudio, welcome.
Hola.
Hola.
How are you
Hello.
doing?
Fine, thank you. I appreciate that you put me up. I was listening to your topic after my questions and I decided to come up.
Well, I'm glad you
Thank
stopped
you.
by. What made you what made you find us?
I'll be right back.
You know, it's quite simple because I search for meaningful and valuable panels
Oh,
that
geez, you come to the wrong place.
I find mostly people fighting each other or
Yes.
people alarming others with
Yes.
information
Oh
of
yeah, yeah,
war and explosions and missiles and politics.
Right.
It's very violent.
Yeah.
And then I search for topics. I go search live, and your channel appear, and
I'll
here
be
I am.
darned.
Well, that's a beautiful thing right there.
Yeah, something must be working.
I
So,
think so too.
So tell us a little something about yourself.
yes.
Well, as I told you, I'm from Chile. I'm in central Chile. I'm in the city of Viña del Mar. That's like 1 hour from Santiago, the capital.
Okay.
And I had a YouTube channel. They eliminated because I was uh, streaming information about healthy life, and I think they don't like that, so they eliminate the channel.
Right.
Oh
Oh,
no.
no.
And it was a blessing in disguise because now I have this new channel that it was a very old project that I
Right.
wanted to do, and now I'm doing it.
Beautiful.
So
Good.
I'm not
Good.
worried about numbers and subscribers and likes. I'm just
Right.
doing the information that I want to communicate with
Yeah.
a relaxed, free manner.
Great,
I
great.
I appreciate your topic. When I ask and you answer, we don't know either.
Hey, we 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 may be raising kids, we may be putting people on the moon, we may be cooking. You never know.
Right? Beautiful dog, by the way.
She's my angel.
Yeah,
Bella.
Beautiful.
yeah. It's cute.
I in Viña del Mar. I'm here living with my parents,
Hmm.
and for the life circumstances, I'm here.
Yes.
And I was listening to you about some difficulties that you have sometimes with the streaming and the technical.
Hmm.
So I decided to come up also because I'm a videographer. I do audiovisual communication. That's my profession.
Oh,
Nice.
wow.
So when you were talking about the difficulties, I was remembering my parents that also have
Yes.
difficulties, and I'm here, so I'm able
We're
to
all
help
old.
for, for their projects. So I
Hmm.
think,
And you were able to help them with that?
yeah, always.
Beautiful.
So I think humanity is living in a fragmentation era.
Hmm.
Is very sad. So what is in my reach, what I can reach, is to help my parents in taking into consideration that I have so involvement with elder 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 old people. And I see sadly how this young society doesn't care about
Mm.
old people.
Yes.
And
Yes.
I've been studying for many years Japanese culture about elder people
Hmm.
because they are the most important citizens in the world.
Yes.
And my point is not my point is that you can count on me. We can get in touch, and if you need help, I'm a professional about streaming and video, and if you need it, if you need to, I'm you can count on me to resolve some difficulties if you have
Cool.
with
Well, keep
your
that in
Thank you
mind.
so
technical.
much.
You may
Gracias.
be sorry you brought that up.
No, no, not at all, not at all.
He's
In,
teasing you. He's
in fact, this new channel that I'm building is a radio. I'm building a radio, so I have Notables. La radio de los notables is the radio of the notables, the very brilliant people in different categories.
oh wow.
So
Okay.
I would love to make an interview, to do an interview with you, with your projects and with your businesses or with your ideas, because I'm starting this new project and I want to get interviews and live shows and um, video interviews as a series. So
Mhm.
you fit in the most beautiful category.
Let me ask you something,
Well, thank you.
Claudio. Um, do you speak Spanish on your channel or do you speak English?
Well, it's a
Because I see,
ve-
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
no, no, no. I understand. I appreciate the question because YouTube is mostly Spanish, but I'm trying to uh, get together the English and the Spanish in all my content. And so I have a Rumble channel because in Rumble you get it's a it's a very good place. It's a platform where you are not censored
Mm,
like in
mhm,
YouTube.
mhm.
Sadly, evil today is working in digital platforms for occultism and dark ceremonies
Mhm.
disguised
Mm,
in
mm.
different things. So YouTube is rewarding and prioritize. YouTube algorithm behaves in your benefit if you are fighting with people, if you are starting conflict, if you are alarming people, if you're confrontation
Mm-hmm.
channels,
Mm-hmm.
those are rewarded. Well, in Rumble, it's different, and I have a Sino.fm link. I have an account there for the radio, so I'm taking my time to build it, but
Nice.
I'm
That's cool.
I'm working in these categories. So
Sure. Yeah.
I just I just subscribed to your channel.
Me too.
thank you. Yeah, thank you. I'm subscribing, and I'm very interested, and I'm very interested to learn about your projects. You were talking about barbecue. I love barbecue. I
Hey,
was a vegetarian years ago, but I love barbecue today.
send me a side of beef.
Yeah.
Right. Beef is so expensive
That's the
here.
project I'm working on.
Yeah. Yeah. Prices have gone up tremendously just in the past, well, since the plague, the
Yep,
COVID
yep. It crept up and never did come down.
never did. So it's
I
so
think
hard to get
I think
affordable.
fear is
Mm,
still the pandemic because I never saw that amount of fear people
me either.
when the pandemic started. So my parents were like afraid, and I I came here to live with them since then
Hmm.
in order to, hey, it's not
Everything's going to
that
be okay.
bad. Yeah, it's not that bad. Don't. And I started to studying about intoxication. Is the intoxication of the organism through sound.
Mm,
So many explosions and sirens and alarms and uh,
hmm.
uh, those sounds are very risky to hear every day. So
Sure.
You got
in that,
another sub?
Got another sub.
please
Did
send
you
all the links
did
because I will have every channel.
did you see this?
I think it's entertaining. I think
I'm having a hard time.
it's very
It's like we're not super popular, but we sure do have fun up here.
yeah. It's tragicomic because you can find a very good, nice place regardless the stops and the views and the
Right.
likes and everyone is so slaved and hooked up in that and
Yes.
Well,
Yeah.
we hang out
uh,
here because we don't want to get out late at night in our cars, and we don't, party and all that stuff. I mean,
Right.
yeah, okay.
a lot of lonely people on the internet
That's true.
this time of morning.
That's
Yeah,
true.
well, I think loneliness is, for me, my opinion, is the best friend that you can have if you are open to know that friend. Because
So what
That is true, Claudio.
so what time is it
loneliness
where you're at?
here,
Yeah,
here is 5:34 in the morning,
Okay.
a.m.
5. Okay, because it's 3:30 here.
Yes.
Well, I'm in
Where,
I'm in Houston.
where are you exactly?
I'm in
So,
Houston. Charlotte's in Mississippi, and Tom's in Las Vegas.
wow, I need to see Las Vegas before I abandon this
Put
life.
that on your bucket list.
Come on.
Put it
Come
on the
on.
list.
Yeah, I will. I
I
will.
don't charge much. All I charge is a T-bone.
A T-bone.
Fill your pockets full of pork chops and come on.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hey,
Well, and that's how we met each other is through cooking
Yeah.
and sharing recipes and sharing different meals and stuff. So, because that's all my channel was in the beginning was a cooking channel. And then I just branched out all over the place and
Charlotte, we've known each other what, 5, 6 years now?
six, I think. Yeah.
wow,
And
long time.
Tom's what,
And
3 or 4 years?
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Well, actually, actually 5.
Has it been 5 now?
Yeah,
I
from the
guess it
dude.
has, because my channel's coming up 8 years now.
Yeah,
Okay,
mine's
yeah.
coming up on 7 in July.
Yeah,
Mine
Yeah.
is.
we've known each other
So
probably
do
6 years.
you do live shows cooking or
Generally videos.
Mine were
videos of
videos,
or
not
the
live.
Uh,
recipes?
Hmm.
And
we do
okay,
videos. Now, Tom does a podcast, and
Hmm.
he's got a couple of cooking channels that he videos.
Hmm.
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 What you were
that's
saying about doing interviews and stuff like that. That's that's very interesting to me because you get a perspective of you're in Chile, okay? I'm in
Hmm.
Las Vegas. Without this platform right here, I wouldn't even know you.
Yeah, what are the chances we ever
Yeah,
would have met?
Even with Charlotte and Grumpus, that we've known for 4 or 5 years. If it wasn't for this talking, getting to know one another, okay, I would have never known him.
That's
If it
right.
wasn't for the social media, I'm not going to say, well, YouTube is how we did it. Usually, with any other platform, I don't really go too much into. But
Hmm.
that's a great way to learn about people, learn how people react, learn how people live.
That's right.
I mean, it's fantastic.
It just broadens your world, your
Yeah.
horizon, your knowledge about different cultures, different people, and I enjoy it. I enjoyed it 1,000%.
And
Like
I
I
know,
said, in what world would I have ever met Grumpus or Tom?
yeah.
and the
Never would
funny
have.
thing is, when I started my YouTube channel, I didn't see any of this. I never even thought about
I didn't
meeting
either.
people or making friends or
Right.
anything. That never even occurred to me.
Right.
That was just a good thing to happen on the side.
It was like icing on the cake.
Yeah.
Hmm.
And to lean on people, I mean, well,
Hmm.
how do you do this? And what about that? Can you help me with this? Total strangers, and now all of a sudden we're friends. I mean,
Yeah.
well, now in the private chat, I'm gonna put both emails that I have
Okay.
for you to write and get in touch. So don't be worried about any hour or any day. Hey, Claudio, I have this difficulty or
Yeah.
whatever
That'd be
because,
great.
in fact, I'm learning here too because Evmux, this platform, I didn't know. I use OBS and StreamYard and other complementary softwares
Hmm.
for
Yeah.
streaming or for the video.
Hmm.
But this one is very good. It's
I
very
use
stable.
I started using EVMux because the free version that you broadcast in 1080p.
The
Well,
other ones are 720.
StreamYard and all the rest of them are 720.
Right.
Well, I mean, you buy cameras and you buy all this stuff, and then YouTube wants StreamYard wants to cram it all down to 720. That
Yeah, yeah.
turned me off right there.
In fact, it's funny because I always think about that because I don't want to pay for a platform. So that was mostly the principle to make a radio because I
Yeah.
will play with
Oh yeah.
voice.
Well, no,
And
I pay for EVMux, but it's very affordable. It's not. I pay month
it's
by month.
it's,
It's
it's the
twenty
first
five
time
bucks.
that I see this platform. And if you're telling me that it's 1080,
Yeah.
well, this is the funny part when you can discover different tools. So that's at the same time the goal of my radio because when I interview people like you, for example, the audience and myself, mostly I'm not worried about the numbers like I told you, but I will learn so much. So
Yeah.
that's the funny part. Instead of, oh, did you see the bomb that exploded in Israel? Oh, did you see this? No, get rid of it and
The
share.
EVMux has a lot of nice features that the other ones don't. I mean,
Show
like
me some other features.
the colored borders and the background and stuff. I mean, EVMux lets you build that yourself instead of like StreamYard. You just click a box. You don't have a whole lot of control over it. I think you
Yeah.
put some
Right.
backgrounds and that kind of stuff up,
Yeah.
but you can really customize it a lot
Hmm.
with EVMux.
Yeah. I just subscribed to your channel. I have 4 channels, so I hit you up 4 times.
Please send me the links of every channel, please, if you want. I'm writing to the host's private chat my emails for you to share and
Okay,
send me everything, please,
Okay.
thank you
because
so much.
Okay.
there's nothing.
Unbelievable. Really nice.
Well, I'm glad you came by and you popped up.
Me too.
Everybody says it's a small world, but I say I wouldn't want to paint it. Okay.
Tom, you don't even like to paint. What are you
No,
talking
I don't. Not even by numbers. Unbelievable.
Yeah, Charlotte's fixing to move here in another week.
Yes, we're buying a home.
Oh, great. It's let me let me I have 43 years old. I'm a little kid, and
You're
I
the
will
baby
always
here.
and I will always be the little kid. But I have the will to give advice sometimes for people that are older than me. At the same time that I'm always receptive to advice. In a home, I, the doors, the space in the doors are empty. The emptiness is it's a very uh, sometimes misunderstood place. The doors and the windows, the emptiness in those spaces
Mhm.
are the channels where bad things can enter sometimes.
Mm,
So they need to be protected. So you can build your own, like I like to say, force elements, my own force elements. Like I have my necklace here and my wristlet because I need to be protected for evil when some people want to start a fight
mm,
or they
mhm.
want to provoke my anger because evil feeds of anger and humiliation and
Yes,
all those things.
and
But
chaos.
the doors, those spaces, my advice is build your protections elements and put them in the places that you feel to need to, because it's
Right,
a new home. So
right.
you will see how things move after you know your neighbors and all that process. That's
Right.
very interesting.
Yeah, that is interesting. Um, right now, though, I'm just worried about packing up the house I'm in.
I'm going to post. This is
You're right.
you see Peaches in the chat. This is her channel.
Yes,
Okay, okay. I'm
She's
going
got
to.
it. She's got a very
yes.
positive
Okay,
channel.
perfect. Great.
Yeah.
She makes me feel too good. I can't stand it
I know,
sometimes.
right?
I'm not worthy.
I walk away from her channel. I'm like, good gracious, why did I act like that
Why,
today?
why am I smiling?
I should be ashamed of myself.
Well, um, I feel very good. I'm going to bed now, but
Okay.
I'm going to bed with the best feeling because I think this is before and after in my life because it's very nice when you can feel that something many good things will happen only to by recognizing the frequency of nice voices, relaxed voices,
Well,
enthusiastic,
thank you very much.
and
I can think of three
without
good things happened
without
tonight.
yeah
Yeah.
without anger. There's no anger at all, and there's no conflict. So I
Every once
feel
in a
very
while, there might be a little anger
Yeah,
Yeah,
here.
you
Charlotte, get
trust
out of
well.
Tom.
line.
Depends on how many beers, right?
All right. Well, we appreciate you coming in,
Yes, we do.
Yeah.
Thank you, Claudia.
and you're very welcome. Glad to see you.
Thank you. Please write to me, and we will get in touch. And I want to start building the interviews. I will search
Okay.
and I will see your channels to see your content to start building the interviews that could be a very nice series of individual interviews
Yes.
with the final episode of the group, the whole group.
Oh,
Cool. Cool.
nice.
Man after my own heart.
Much,
We'll work out
Claudio.
something.
And you sleep well.
All
Sleep
right,
well.
Claudio.
Okay. Nice to
God
meet
bless
you.
you.
Thank
Good
you very
night.
much.
Nice to meet you too. Thank you.
Nice to meet you. Well, how the hell about that?
Wasn't that kind of cool?
He's a nice young
I'm,
man.
Now I can say I've got friends in Chile.
I know, right?
and the fact that that's what I'm talking about. I mean, when I talk to my grandkids and stuff like that, and I say, Pop, you don't go anywhere. You don't do anything out here. If you do, it's once in a while, whatever.
Right. They
I
have no idea what life is in your computer.
Tonight I just was in Chile,
Right? With a really cute dog, too.
so. But the point is like he was saying, there is some evil. There is evil people that he talks to,
Yeah.
or sees that he sees. Okay,
Oh, sure. Yeah.
Well, the
and
internet can be pretty caustic.
You can run
yeah.
across them every single day.
But you see more like him, Claudio, than you do. You know,
Yeah.
I think, too, it depends on the spaces that you introduce yourself to. You know, if I wanted to hang out in all the political channels and get scared to death and brain rot from all of the crap going on in the world, I could do that. But
Mhm.
my blood pressure would go up. I would be angry all the time. And
and you're picking sides,
yeah, and I don't want
we
to.
don't have to pick sides.
No, no,
Okay,
I'm not picking any side.
I mean,
I'm picking my side, my
yeah,
kids, my family. That's the only thing I'm concerned about.
I tell you is when I stubbed my toe and broke my toe
Yeah, that was
and
terrible.
all that stuff. Okay, that's not the side you want to be on. But
Right,
but but the point is, there you go. Out of the blue, he watched
right.
what we were talking about, and come on,
What a
yeah,
beautiful thing.
yeah, and turn around and he wants do interviews and stuff like that. I'm all for that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
isn't that
I'm
nice?
all for that.
I forget how many he had. What, like 20 subscribers or something
Something
like
like
that?
Yeah,
that. Now let me see.
28
Yeah.
now.
Is it 28 now?
I think so. It was 24, and I put 4 on.
Oh, wow.
Well, I subbed.
Hmm.
It
Susie
says
said she
26
subbed.
on my, yeah, it says 26.
He said thank you on the bottom there.
Oh,
Yeah, I see that.
It's fantastic. Yeah,
de nada.
yeah. Well,
Well, you think we ought to wrap it up? It's been
it was a good night.
That's a
3:41.
good night. Even though I was late. I'm sorry, guys.
Yes, 26 he got.
There you go.
Yeah,
Might want to hit that refresh one time.
yeah, yeah. Great, great, great. I one time. In fact, I'm still subscribed to the guy. He lives up in Alaska,
Hmm.
and he was with the Keto Channel, and we were back and forth, back and forth.
Right.
He said, Tom, he said, if you're ever in my area, I said, hold on a minute. Okay.
You got that?
Yeah.
You
I'm
get it?
not,
Okay.
I'm not a moderator. So
Well, I can't. It
Really?
hasn't popped up on. It hasn't popped up on.
I don't see it on YouTube.
I don't either.
Okay.
all right. Anyway, well,
Okay, go ahead.
so I said, you're talking like you're from in Philadelphia or something. I might run into you, you know,
Hmm.
or Phoenix or anything. I don't think I'm coming up to Alaska.
Right.
So I mean, it's like that type, but we still communicate back and forth.
Hmm. Hmm.
Yeah.
I would love to see Alaska.
How do I make
Like,
Tom a moderator?
yeah, you need to do that.
I thought he was. How do I do that? I forget.
You go to your chat on YouTube and you click those 3 little dots next to his. Tom, write a comment in the chat.
Okay, I have to go on YouTube. Hold on.
Okay. And then you can click on add as moderator or something like that.
Oh, okay.
Let me see here.
Or you can do it in the
That's coming
studio,
up.
but it's easier to do it from YouTube. I'll be right back, guys.
Sure.
Yep. It's on fire. Live. Yay. Wrong guy. Hold on. Wrong channel. Maybe that would have been.
Yeah, EV Mux needs to send me a check. I keep pushing their stuff.
Let me go on here.
They
Hold
can
on.
keep their money. Just put a comment box where you guys can comment through EV Mux.
And see, that's the other thing with that Riverside.
Yeah.
Okay, there I
All
sent
right.
it. Well, that was pretty damn cool. Yeah, it didn't come up on the other one.
There you go. Full privileges.
Yay!
I'd like to thank the Academy.
There you go.
An honor just being nominated.
You know, I love what that young man said about loneliness being your friend. Felt
Yeah.
that. I really felt that. Because you know what? I was here by myself most of 2 weeks. And I was not lonely. You know why? Because I like my own company.
See, and where I live, okay,
Mhm.
you have a lot of people who you don't see. Every once in a while, you'll see them by the mailbox, but other than that, you don't see them out.
Mm,
Okay,
mm.
and like I said, people say to me, you don't go nowhere, you don't do anything. Walk a day in my shoes.
Yeah.
Mhm.
We
Okay,
travel the world every day.
but I'll even show you. You know, mostly they can't keep up
Right,
because of what I do. So people right away they stereotype you with you're lonely. Well, he must
right,
be. I went to the doctor the other day, and I had to fill out this form on my phone, and
right.
they asked the oddest questions. You know what I mean?
Oh,
And,
they
and
all do that now.
yeah,
Yeah, they
are you
do.
lonely? Do you feel like you're? And what is weird questions? And I said I could be a comedian with this whole thing, okay, and turn it into something funny. Like the one thing, do you drink? That's none of your damn business. You know what I mean? What is this right here?
I already blocked him.
Yeah, and I have to go into the other side.
Are you hiding or blocking?
Well, if I'm in EV Mux, I can block them.
Okay. Hang on a minute.
This is
Over here,
I
I
hid him
have
from the
to
channel.
wait till it shows up. It shows up in EV Mux quicker
Does it?
than it does on
Yeah,
YouTube.
yeah. I noticed that too.
So I think if I catch it quick enough in EV Mux, it
Uh-huh.
doesn't show up over here.
Right, right.
yeah.
What a creep.
Let me see.
Now, are you able to hit three dots and block them, Charlotte,
Mm-hmm.
in
Mm-hmm.
EV Mux?
No, I'm doing it on YouTube.
Okay.
I got both open.
See, that's the only drawback with EV Mux is this chat
Mm-hmm.
part. I
This
just really
damn
don't
thing.
like it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Let me see here. Let me just make sure. Remove. Okay, I deleted them.
Good, good.
Okay, so usually I catch that stuff really quick, but the EV Muck's there again. You know, that's why, like I said, it works great.
And I don't understand why it's like this because, I mean, if StreamYard can do it, they ought to be able to do it.
Right, right. Maybe it's just something they haven't.
Well,
Well, Mike,
I can't believe it's a detail like that would be
Right.
that seemed like a pretty simple
Well, yeah, and it seems like an important.
necessary thing because
Yeah,
you guys see less joining me on EV than what you would see watching it on YouTube.
Mm-hmm.
And the other thing, Grumpus, is I don't get it. Why uh, YouTube is so hard to do live streaming?
So I've never tried it on just straight through YouTube.
Yeah, I mean, I can only have two people up. I mean, me
One
and
other.
somebody else, one
Yeah.
other. Okay, and it's the time is limited,
Right.
and it's just I don't get it. I just don't understand it.
Mm-hmm.
So that's why I'm going to look into that Riverside this
Okay.
week.
Is that
Be,
one free?
well, they have a free version, but um,
You can't do
it
a whole
does.
lot with it.
Yeah, it doesn't have all the bells and
I
whistles.
see. I see.
Even the free one on Riverside doesn't have watermarks.
Oh.
I checked it out a little bit with it. I mean, you can the other one you can do full editing.
Oh.
Okay, I mean even when you stream when you're streaming live. Okay, there's a lot of edits that you can do in it. There's a lot of bells and whistles.
Oh.
Okay, so you could I could have you on and you could be on your local with your stuff. It doesn't buffer.
Huh.
Okay, maybe your computer's not as strong as mine or as strong as Grumpus's, but it does it on yours, and it all comes together. It goes through Riverside, and it pushes it out all
Oh.
three, all different, all three levels of it.
Right.
1080p, 4K. They even do 4K.
And it's set up more like what Tom does
For podcasting
with
and.
podcasting and recording and
Mm-hmm.
different things like that.
Oh.
Yeah. So I can actually take that. I can break down one of my other computers. I can put that out in my kitchen and actually do a live stream of me cooking, set up the different cameras and stuff like that. And it's no extra charge on it. And it's a dollar cheaper than EV Mux a month.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah. So I don't know. I'm gonna
Yeah,
check
I
it
mean,
out.
that's why I haven't paid by the year. I want to
Mm-hmm.
go month by month so I can try different things out.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Now, I don't know what the resolution of Restream was or Riverside.
1080p. They
Is
say.
it 1080?
Yeah, 1080. But you can also up to um, there again.
I got him.
Yeah, you can also go up to 4K, I believe.
Sorry, missed that one.
I really have to look into that. Yeah, yeah. You got a troll here, so
I got him.
explosive. It's the same person, different channels. It's the time they come out. If they have nothing better, they don't have a life.
Right.
Mama's basement.
Right.
Well, I mean, we can wrap this up anytime.
Yeah.
That sounds good.
Yep.
It's been 3:51.
Okay.
So
Is it?
that last 51 minutes went pretty fast.
It sure did.
Yeah. It was good to have somebody come up like that.
Yeah, it was good to talk to somebody different.
Yes, it was.
So,
All right, y'all. Let's how many we got left in the chat? What I'm showing, we got
13.
14 watching.
Wow.
Yeah.
This late?
yeah.
Okay.
Let you guys talk to you all
Good
next
night,
week.
Susie.
Good night,
Excuse-
Susie. Thanks for stopping by. Charlotte, I have it next week, or will you be moving?
I'll have it next week. Wait a minute. What's the date next week?
Well, today's the 8th. So what's next? Is that 15th?
15.
Yeah, I'll be good until the 20th. We're moving that weekend of the 20th. Friday is the 20th, and then Saturday's the 21st. So yeah, I'm good for next week.
Okay, cool.
And I'm hoping that I don't know how long it takes to set up the internet and all that, but I don't know when to call and tell them to change everything over, or at least to start new accounts over there.
Well, I would let them know that you're moving, okay, and with the idea that this is the date that you're going to look to move. Mm-hmm. And so if you can have it set up prior to that,
Prior to that.
Yeah, that's what I would do.
So you're just going to swap your service from one address to another, so it shouldn't really bother you.
Right. No, it shouldn't. Well, and thing
Well,
is,
you're
I'm going to
probably
get.
already paid up till the end of the month.
Oh yeah, yeah.
So if they start another service at the other house, you might have a few days of overlap.
Yeah.
Yeah. That would be nice. That'd be really nice. So
So you're going to try what 9:30, 10 o'clock? What do you think?
30. Yeah,
9:30.
9:30 next Saturday.
Yeah. They're coming in hot and heavy now.
Yeah.
Oh, great. Y'all have a wonderful evening. I'm out.
Yeah.
Take
All
care,
righty.
everybody.
Take care.
We'll see you next week, Charlotte.
Yep.
Good night.
Tom,
night,
good
guys.
talking to you again.
I'll be talking to you.
Let me get Peaches.
Peaches.
Whoever's still left in the chat,
Yeah.
thanks for stopping by. I appreciate it.
And I hope you get your taint severed. Talk to you later.
All right, we'll see you, Tom.
All right, bye.
Bye bye, everybody.
Elvis has left the building.